What up, y'all? Tell Rihanna Don, you feel me? Hey, this the platform, bitch. Hey, this that platform shit. Hey, yeah, who's the best when it comes to this game? If you with the Mortal Kombat, I'ma leave you in flames. This the platform, I knock a bitch right out of their shoes. A street fighter till I die, I hit like Ken and Ryu. I punish niggas like Tekken 007 with a weapon. Teach a fuckboy a lesson, I'm double dragon, no wrestling. Shoot the 3 and cross you over, you can call me 2K. And the devil may cry 1,000 times, but watch what you say. Because this is my Call of Duty, so by now you should know me. Cut a motherfucker in half and then slide out like Shinobi. Steal your car and catch a charge, fuck it, this Grand Theft Auto. Double dribble around a nigga and let the blood stain follow. This the platform, yeah, this the platform, bitch. This the platform, yeah, this that platform shit. This the platform, yeah, this the platform, bitch. This the platform, yeah, this that platform.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the platform, episode 174. We are talking Cyberpunk. We are talking DrDisrepsect and his fucking hairstyle. DrDisrespect. I've always been kind of with him. Sometimes he's funny as shit, and then sometimes I think he goes a little too far. But we'll go ahead and get into it. Without further ado, let's do our introductions here, starting in no particular order with Cool Cat Terry, the Rage Queen. What's up, Terry? How you doing? I know you ain't mad at me, right? I hope you ain't mad at me.
Should I be mad at you?
I don't know.
Not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
If we go into our discussion, you might be.
God damn it, Danny! What the fuck did you do now? But hey, everybody, it's Cool Cat Danny here from Twitch. I'm doing pretty good. Not too much has been happening. I've just been playing lots of Need for Speed and Divinity. It's pretty much my life. It's just Need for Speed and Divinity. So it's like a weird transition between racing and like this very slow-paced technical RPG. But it's been good. It's been good, and I've just been immersed in Twitter lately because of all this craziness that's gone down in this 1 week.
I swear Twitter is like, what the fuck? So I'm with you on that.
So like I haven't said anything. Like I try to keep it to where with my Twitter, I don't try to get involved in stuff because I don't want my shit associated with things regardless of what my beliefs are. Just because shit, we got the cancel culture. I don't want someone coming back at me 10 years from now being like, well, you said this. I'm picking you off the air. No. So I'm not getting involved in any of that shit. But
that's why I'm trying to avoid the Angry Joe topic, because I wanted to talk about that today, but then I was like,
I'm not touching that.
I said because no matter what side you're on that, it'll fuck you up. So I was just like, you know what? I'd rather talk about DrDisrespect because his situation is a little different. So
all the hot topics that have to do within the gaming world, as well as the hot topics that have been happening in real life over the last couple months, I haven't said shit. All right.
She's like, "Mum's the fucking word." I'm not saying I got it.
I'm not liking nothing. I'm not retweeting nothing. I don't want no one knowing what my opinion is. I haven't said shit.
Shit. What's up, Chad? I see you. Salty, what up? Chris, what up? I see you all. Mr. Wiggles, what up? I see y'all. I see you. All right, well, welcome, Terry. Next up, we have Mini Roman Reigns, a.k.a. RDZ Platano. What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey.
Shake your hair just
what's
a
up,
little
guys?
bit. I'm trying to juice
you want me to just, always looking beautiful over here.
This motherfucker got
I'm good today.
In his shit. What's up, man?
Nah, man. I got off a plane this morning, and I'm exhausted, but I'm here. And I'm ready to have some fun and talk a lot of shit. And we got a lot to talk about today, so I'm excited.
We do. We got a ton of shit. I just hope, that we can get through it without being too offensive.
At the end of it all, we got to put topics about Dan, the man.
Right. And my new
We'll get into the
website,
good stuff.
Nando.com. You can go there. You can get you a girthy beast and send me a review. All right. Well,
Hey,
welcome.
look, if you're gonna promote that, can we at least get discounts? Give us some type of link.
It'll be, if you put in hashtag Dando in the promo code, you'll get 69% off. Yeah, welcome, man.
And a complimentary virus.
There it is.
And a complimentary virus.
Right. Don't click OK. Don't click OK to allow, because you're gonna be fucked up.
Is that a bad dragon partnership or?
Oh no!
Anyway, speaking of motherfucking assholes, we have Austin. What's up, Austin, man? How you doing? I know your camera is missing, like Carmen Sandiego, but how you doing, man? And what you been playing this week?
I mean, I'm in a truck right now, so it's probably not the best setup. So,
did anybody tell you that if a stranger offered you candy, not to get in the truck? Didn't they tell you that?
That's the right truck to get into.
But like, it was good. The good stuff, like the full size bars.
Oh, it was the king size bar. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I know what your kink is. Okay.
I started up Need for Speed Heat because it's on EA Access, and that's what I was waiting for. So that's what I'm currently playing.
You think you play
Maggie
better
race
than
with
Terry?
Terry.
Yeah, I was saying, you think you can race better than Terry?
Whoa.
I don't know. I've never raced against Terry.
He got nervous.
It's got crossplay now.
Because he know that once we
time to
start
throw
talking
down.
that shit, it's gonna be a fucking bet place.
Take the L. Don't do it. You're gonna lose.
Damn.
I would
This
do
is
that
where we gotta
sometime.
show the clip with the flashback when Platinum challenged me.
Oh
to a
yeah,
race
he got.
ass.
But
and then he wouldn't he kept on trying to re-challenge me because he didn't want to take the L.
Okay, but I'm only on the second purchased car, so give me some time to get there, and then.
I mean, I can take my parts off, man.
Oh, look now.
I'd rather go.
We definitely.
I'd rather go all out.
Oh shit!
I'd rather it be all out.
She's got Cyberpunk parts.
Upgrades off the fucking car.
She got a dick on the back of the car. What's up, Lord Toxic? I see you. I see you, Taz. What up? I see you, man. Look, no, we got the championship belt. What you mean, Taz? You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, true story. This is completely random, Taz. I don't know why, but I had a fucked up dream today, and there was like this semi truck, and your name was on the goddamn side of the truck. I don't know why.
Oh shit!
Damn.
And he crashed off a cliff. So I'm sorry.
Austin, get the fuck out! Right, get the fuck out right now. You didn't have fucked up our premonition, dude. Get the fuck out, please. All right. Next up, we have Miss Kitty. What's up? How you doing? And what you been playing this week?
Jack shit because I've been so busy with work
Was
and
that
other
the
things.
second or the third?
I've been deprived. I have withdrawals right now.
I heard that's a good game.
She's shaking over there. She's like, I need my game.
Yeah.
I just need some Call of Duty.
Give me that.
I do. I haven't touched it in over a week.
You notice
I heard that's a good game. Is it your like game of the year? Jack shit.
Make sure. Well, it's got to hit the cutoff date. That's important.
That's true. That's
Jack
true.
shit. Exactly. Jack shit the sequel. I like
That
it.
shit, the sequel. But what you play that on? Game Boy Advance? When that come out? Yeah.
Game Boy Color, man. Game Boy Color.
Exactly.
I have, like, Game Boy Color.
But it's the sequel to You Don't Know Jack.
Oh, that shit came out on Switch. Okay, all right. Well, Miss Kitty, I'm glad you're here. Hopefully we can get some laughs, and you know how it goes. Next up, we have Thick Mike. What's up, man?
What's up?
How you doing? You failed yesterday, so you know I'm calling your punk ass out.
You can call me out if you want. I didn't fail.
Oh, you didn't fail?
No.
Wait,
So how
are we
you
talking
been
about what he
doing, man?
bought?
You said what?
Are we talking about what he bought? Which game?
No.
No. He just wants to roast me because I I had to babysit yesterday, and I didn't get home till 10:30 10:30 last night, and I fell asleep as soon as I came home. I said, "Fuck that shit."
Right. But instead of saying, "Hey Dan, I'm not going to be there,
Dude,
dude. I still
I
got
didn't message
babysit."
anybody.
I
didn't
mother, he
message
just
anybody.
disappeared. That's okay.
I thought
didn't
maybe he bought Greedfall and then bitched about it, and I missed it.
No,
Hey, I was waiting
fine.
on that too because we tried to tell you, dude.
I came home.
Did you
I
get
came
it?
home and like said, no, I didn't buy anything. I came home and I just went to sleep. I said, "Fuck the world."
Well, let me ask you this.
I slept 12 hours, dude. I slept 12 hours.
Let me ask you this: Did you end up deciding what you wanted to get?
No, I haven't decided. Even Twitter's got me tied at 36 cents on either SpongeBob or Kakarot.
Because they know your ass
I
is
did
going to
a-
enjoy Greedfall, man. It's too.
Greedfall don't even have the.
Greedfall is for the intellectuals. Yeah, no.
Look, just get SpongeBob. They've got the the kid levels, the baby levels.
They
so
know
they got you taken care of.
Or punch stuff.
Mike does play everything on normal, so he might be okay. But I feel like the gameplay style isn't for him. He would still not enjoy it.
So I'll take Terry's word over Dan's.
And we're saying the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how you know it's just hate. Just haterade. Motherfucking drink haterade, man.
I mean, shit. When's the last time you beat a game, Dan? You're that
To be fair.
Wait. To be fair,
No,
he did beat a game. He beat what was that penis game?
Candy Crush.
No, he beat General Jousting. That was the latest.
Yeah, he beat General Jousting.
Wait, he said I didn't know he beat it.
Yep, I beat it. Yeah,
he did.
That was like one of our highest viewed videos on fucking YouTube.
Let's get an applause. Let's get an applause.
I don't understand how that was even supported on YouTube. Like Twitch, you can't even play fucking a snippet of music, but on YouTube they let me dick wrestle. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So
he saw these like General Jousting. Hey, really?
Yeah, that was the last one. That is embarrassing. Hold on, I'm gonna take my own.
PC exclusive too. PC exclusive.
I'm gonna take my own life for that one. That was the last game I beat. See, that's an earned one right there. I earned that one. Now that I think about it,
that's like a penis game. How the fuck do you beat that?
Like normal.
Beat it.
Needs help knowing how to beat a penis, and he's in the wrong place.
Right, you beat the meat. That's all.
That's the key to winning.
This man is Arby's, and he has the meats. Okay.
If it sounds like macaroni and cheese stirring, you know that you. Oh God! What's up, everybody? I'm Dan the Man.
Exactly. He's not getting roasted now. Mr. Wiggle says you beat it, huh?
Hey man, don't have a strunk over there. We just started this,
We
all right?
just started. So, yeah.
Can't you tell he wears glasses? He's already going blind.
Taz says, "Don't beat it too much, you'll go blind."
Well, too late. Anyway, yeah, I have been playing some Call of Duty, and that's really pretty much it. And SpongeBob. I've been going back and forth between those two. I know that's kind of a weird contrast, but hey, I want to jump and I want to shoot things, and that's where I'm at.
That's why you did General Jousting, jump and shoot.
Yeah, but that was so different. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into our topics. Cyberpunk. He got me fucked up, Big Mike. Cyberpunk debuted with the CityWire event on Thursday, which looked absolutely fucking amazing. I wanted to pull up some gameplay for you guys just to kind of look at 2 or 3 minutes of it, and then we'll comment about what we see here. I know David sent me a nice ass link that has like gameplay without commentary, so we can check that shit out without having to hear like some douchebags talking.
Which one of you's my guy?
Let's check
Wasn't
this
expecting a tag team, but
I'll
whatever.
pull it up
it
for
is.
us here.
So, who do I got first?
No, you don't get it. That body and this one, I'm the same person.
So,
I'm the same person.
what? I'm seeing double?
I used to be twins, which you could probably guess. Twins had a close bond. They wanted to be closer.
God damn, this shit looks good.
So they installed neural oscillation sinks, and now they're
Except these dudes weak as piss though.
one person, two bodies. My bodies do everything together. Everything.
That just sounds dirty.
We're raising
I know they gotta be fucking together. They have to be.
He said that with a bit too much emphasis.
He was.
Show me what
It's
you
like,
got.
damn, what y'all fucking
Hey.
the same? Or y'all
Hey,
take
that's
turns?
good for when you need to tag out. You know, you need a water break, you need a snack break. Like, hey, bro, your turn.
I don't want to mess with anybody who I have to tap out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if I got to go get a tag team partner, I'm a bitch. Cyber Penis is going to be in VR for PS5 full shaft.
What?
I don't know how to feel about that. You might get hit in the head with a penis playing Cyberpunk.
Danny supports it.
I will. You know, and you know, believe it or not, my shit is going to be the king.
That's got to be the scariest thing ever. Could you imagine tripping in VR and when you look up, penis right in your face, wham! You don't even see it coming.
It's like the only way to get rid of it is like to cut the fucking game off.
Cyber penis catches fire?
Todd says there's a mission where a guy's cyber penis catches fire. True story.
Oh shit! Oh well, I need to be careful then.
Short circuit.
Terry, I need to make sure I got.
That's
my
not the only
order.
short thing around here.
This looked like a landing to you. Could have fucking crushed us.
Poked out by a cyber. Because it's going to be like super difficult to avoid. You know, it's like you're already in a situation. So if you got a chance to slip up and get a cyber dick to the eye, you know, the situation you already were in was fucked up.
Keep an eye on the AV for me.
What up, Star Lord? I'm glad you're
I
back,
don't get
sir.
paid to do that.
I wasn't asking. I'm not a scratch.
Welcome back, Star-Lord.
Back.
What's up?
God, Cyberpunk looks so fucking lived in. That's the thing. Like, and I know these videos don't do the game justice. Even with
They
that, it's still like fuck. You know?
It looks good. It looks like it's gonna be good. It has a lot of potential.
You know, it could be fucked up. You never know. But everybody who has played, like, they put in 5 whole hours into the game. That's a long ass time to demo something. To get a gist of how the game is going to be. And literally nobody hated it. Like, nobody said, oh, this shit is garbage. There were a couple things that maybe they didn't like, but they said the overall thing was extraordinary.
Now sit down and tell me
so
what
that's
set your
telling.
shorts in a knot.
It's good to see you too, Jack. How you been?
I love the way he sits down with that when he pounds a boy. He gives him the slap and he sits down and he's like, it's like the camera. I don't know, it's something about the height of your
said
head
it was nothing
with the
serious when I
camera.
came in.
For
said you
first
were
person
sure.
is done so well in this game, because that's usually the problem with a lot of first person games. Is like
You
your
can always
head
look
height.
for another shop where they won't ask a
it
lone
looks like they got
nomad
it
why he's
fucking
hugging
right.
the border.
It does.
That's fine. Step aside.
What?
I'm wondering how,
Got
like,
any idea
actually,
what to do?
like, how much freedom you'll actually have.
Huh. I'm gonna bypass the
You know, but it does.
Well,
look
they're
like
saying
it's quite
they're
big.
saying that you're gonna have an immense amount of freedom, but I mean, realistically, what does that mean?
Right. What is that?
Exactly.
Can I go into every building?
Anyone ask your
You know,
opinion?
every building is accessible. I don't know about that.
Because even most open world games, there's so many things that you're cut off from, so many things that you can't access, touch, or interact with.
See what happens.
Yeah, because that, you know, it's just all the little AI. It's like, you know, and all these little mechanics. And sometimes when they cross, that's where you get the glitches. That's why Skyrim is so glitchy. They tried to do so
Not
many
shabby
things
at all. Question's how long it'll
within that
last.
same pain, and that
That'll
causes
get
a
me
lot
to
of
Night
glitches.
City. I figure something else out there.
Right.
They want Space Witcher. Hey, I fucking support it, honestly. I'll take a Space Witcher. Shit, I'll take that specifically.
Space Switcher would be dope as hell.
Dope as fuck.
I'm here for all that shit.
Hey, you had a customer.
I want all that
Call it
shit.
Car Roach.
You'd at least called in. Don't you sweat it, Mike. We're gonna hash it out.
I just
Don't
wanna
you know
fucking
you
play
owe
this
the
shit
sheriff
today.
a word
You know
when
what
you
I'm
paid his
saying?
town
Like,
a visit?
honestly.
To tell him what's brought you
Skip
here.
to,
Maybe even over a cup of coffee.
I thought about that the other day. I'm like,
No need to
this is
worry.
supposed to come out in
Understand,
April.
Mom.
We could already be playing it.
Didn't
We
answer
could be
my
playing
question.
this right
Simple.
fucking now, man, but I get
Don't
it.
get greedy.
I
You go
understand.
in.
If you're gonna delay it, you know, delay it because you're fixing it. You know, delay it because you're doing
Yeah.
shit, you know?
It still makes me a little bit sad.
True.
I'm just
I
like,
was-
oh, I'll play it already.
Like I was telling Dan when we did our live reactions there, Austin, supposedly the last delay was supposedly maybe to add VR support to the game.
So I don't think you did at first, right?
Yeah, they decided. I know they were talking about no VR, but you know everybody's been clamming up that this game would look awesome in VR as well.
I think it would.
So that'd be kind of interesting, to see it get VR support.
But that shit gotta work, though. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker got blown up against that bench. I like how he just melts down on that shit.
I mean, shit. Look at Resident Evil 7 in VR. That game was awesome in VR. Scared the living shit out of me.
So if the game got VR support, Mike, would you play it?
I mean, I'm interested.
Right.
So
You were saying
why
you
would
did
you
not
be
want you weren't
interested?
interested in this
Why
shit.
would you be interested in playing it in VR, not the way it is? I mean, you yourself said you don't want to play the game.
I said-
No third person. VR would be super first person.
I said I'm not very keen on first person. I'd rather have a
So
third
then
person.
why would you play VR?
VR is truly
I mean, I
first
just-
person,
That's
right?
going to be guaranteed.
Yeah,
I know.
doesn't make any sense.
I know. I said I'm not keen on first person. I'd rather play a first person shooter. I mean, shit. I've only
What?
played Resident Evil 7 in first
What?
person because that's what they offered us. But I like Resident Evil 7. That's the reason I've went and bought it and played it because I like the series.
Implantation is against my beliefs.
Okay.
Please. I do not
Makes
want
sense.
I mean, Borderlands is first person.
It's over now.
But now, I mean, the gameplay right here, as I said on Twitter, has not really caught my eye into this game or
What?
appealed to me. This game has not appealed to me yet.
Well, then why would you want a VR version of this if it doesn't appeal?
Oh, no, I'm not saying.
It would still be first
I said I'm interested in the VR part. I would rather watch someone play it in VR if it offers VR.
Well, how
So-
does the VR interest you if it would be the same gameplay only in?
I like
even
VR.
more
I just like the
first
VR.
You just
I
like the
don't
VR
understand.
aspect, but you would still
Exactly.
you would still hate
I like
everything
the
about
wanna
the
get-
VR aspect.
It's
So he
novelty.
would
What's
still
up,
hate
Wyatt?
everything about this game, but he would support it because it had VR.
Yeah, I want to get back to the fact that Mike said this isn't appealing to him. This game
not
looks
appealing.
fucking great. What
For
are
you,
you talking about?
to you, it looks great. To me, it doesn't really appeal to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Should we just slap a Naughty Dog logo on there?
There we go. There we go.
Right, because you know I know you like Last of Us. You think Last of Us looks better than Cyberpunk right now, don't you?
I just find
No.
it weird because Mike is amongst a lot of people that I'm seeing on Twitter bitching about how they will not support the game because it doesn't have third person. But now he's over here clamoring that he would support VR, which would be guaranteed first person.
I said I'm interested. I was interested if they add VR. That's what I said. I didn't say I was going to
But
support
it wouldn't change anything for like the gameplay aspect, which you hate because it's first person. You still wouldn't be able to see your face or technically the back of your goddamn neck because it'd be third person. You wouldn't see that.
So it is what it is.
Kitty, maybe I can EMP
It
a
just
cyber
makes no
penis
sense
as
for
a-
an argument for people to be like, I want third person, but I'll be okay with VR, which would still not be third person.
Options are good, though. You know, people want options.
I feel like
Okay,
you guys
but I
just
don't understand your option
aren't
though.
gonna
You
be
said
happy
you're not
with it.
interested
It
in the
makes no
game, but you
sense.
can't wait to play in VR, which is
yeah.
guaranteed first person.
No, I never said I couldn't wait to play in VR. See, you guys are twisting it. I said I was interested. See, you guys are trying to roast me, but
But how
I'm
can you be interested?
I said I'd be
in
interested to
VR
see if they
when you're
add
not
it.
interested in the
I
game
said I'd be
because it's
interested
first
if they add VR.
Why? It would still be first person, which is why you don't want to play it. It makes your argument makes no sense.
No,
Also,
I
you
mean,
said the gameplay hasn't caught your eye yet, so how different would the VR make
the gameplay has not caught my eye. That doesn't mean I'm going to buy the game. I just said I would be interested and see if they would add VR. Not saying I'm going to buy it. I'd probably watch somebody play it in VR if they add it.
Mike wants to play with his cyber penis in VR. Is what
Yes,
he's saying.
that's what it is, there, Austin.
What's the point of watching somebody else play it in VR? Because then you're not getting VR. You're still getting the same experience.
I mean, I watched someone play Beat Saber on Twitch in VR.
Yes, but it's just like watching any other standard game because you're not doing it in VR. They are. You're not getting the experience they're getting. You're just watching it the standard 3D way, Mike. You're not getting VR. They are.
It is what it is. I mean,
and this is why I'm very careful about what I say around Terry.
Yo, Crystal, thank you for the 150 biddies.
Savage.
Thank you for the biddies. Whoa. Okay. All right. Terry, you got me fucked up.
He's always trying to fuck somebody up.
Damn.
I still don't understand how someone can look at all the stuff that they've shown us for Cyberpunk and not at least be like, I'm gonna pick that up.
It's because
there's people out there.
Many people on Twitter
There's people out there.
There's a lot of people that don't want the game, and the number one reason is because they're crying over third person.
Well, that
then
plus
you got
I've seen
people like Mike who's crying about not having third person, but he's okay with VR. So I mean, I don't think they know what they want.
And there's also people on Twitter. There's also people on Twitter since Twitter's being mentioned. They're saying it's not appealing. That hasn't caught their eye.
But then they follow up with they don't want to play as a trans and all that, and it's like that's not the game.
Then don't just make yourself.
You don't even have to be
just
that.
make
like,
yourself
literally.
a plain Jane dude or a plain Jane chick, and you're good, man. Just because you see, Mike says we like options. Well, guess what? You don't have to use the options. Okay.
I mean, I don't care if they add
Well,
trans
they're
or
there
not.
because
That to me, I don't know.
Well, the game is designed so you can be anything. So it's not like
the game's designed to be anything. I mean, that I don't care about.
If you want to be player one Chad, you can be that. If you want to be motherfucking, a dude with, dicks on your nipples or whatever, you can be that. Like literally, like it's like you can be any fucking thing in this. So
Get dicked out.
you can get dicked out.
The thing that gets me is we have a lot of people crying on Twitter about how they want third person. Fine, I get that. Some of you might get motion sickness in first person.
Yep,
Fine.
I've seen that. Yep.
VR, you don't want to play that. But I'm just saying. But know what else that happens? All right, that's super common in third-person games. You still don't see your character. Why? Because you got a goddamn helmet on. So shut up.
I think one of the biggest things about that is you buy a game and you play a game to play what they give you. We're not the designers. We didn't build the game. Play the fucking game as it's designed or as it's intended to come out to us. Not complain about everything, because then you're not enjoying the game. You're criticizing every little thing and you're not making it fun. You're not actually giving it the due credit to enjoy it.
True. And we said that same thing about Last of Us. I mean, I know people had a lot of criticism about it, but it's like you got to play it. Play it. Because you might think it's dope.
I'm really frustrated about that, because a lot of the negativity that came from that, and it was just what I've seen, was, they're smothering us in LGBT, all this crap that's going on. And I was like, why does that matter? Like, why does somebody's sexual orientation in a video game matter?
Right.
Like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? If you don't like it, look
away. I asked a few people.
Look away while you're playing, and when it's done, just play it again.
I asked a few people on Twitter their mini Roman Reigns. Like, you had Mass Effect and Dragon Age, where you can choose your sexual orientation. If you want to be gay, straight, what does it matter?
Hell, you can be
but
both in that motherfucker.
No one was sitting there on Mass Effect or Dragon Age. LBGT community.
I think right now is that they expected something huge. The Last of Us, the first one, I don't think it was as graphic. I don't think it was as intense. It was a very emotional. The second one's a very emotional game. The first one was emotional, but in a different way.
Yeah.
They kind of kept things on a straight, narrow, even keel, and because of that, they branched out. They definitely stepped out of their comfort zone, and they built this amazing game, and I absolutely love it. I've been loving it. I'm still not done with it, but I think they did an excellent job, and I think that anybody that does criticize it for the wrong reasons is just They just
They
hate
go
us.
out-
Haters.
Same thing with Cyberpunk.
They hate
Even
us
with
because they ain't
Cyberpunk.
us. Okay.
Exactly.
Even with Cyberpunk, you can go further than that. You know, like Last of Us, okay, yes, you have to play as a female protagonist. Okay. But with Cyberpunk, you literally can be any fucking thing. Like there's no hold on who you can be, and that's why I didn't understand that complaint, because there was a lot of
Can I be a
juxtaposition.
dinosaur?
You said what?
Can you be?
So can I be a dinosaur?
You
Can I
can
be a
make
robo
yourself
dino?
look like one, actually, because you can have like I think they said razor jaws.
I was-
I'm just saying.
Like, maybe.
I'm just saying.
Maybe.
So,
You could be a dinosaur with a dando. You know what I'm saying? You don't
all right,
know.
so all the furries out there might be a chance you could be a furry in this game, according to Danny. So keep your hopes
Oh,
high.
Keep
Jesus
your hopes
Christ.
up. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
You can be
keep your hopes
furry
high.
everywhere. So you know, listen. Cyberpunk has no boundaries when it comes to who you want to be, and I think that is revolutionary because that gets rid of that argument of
It's
okay,
great.
you're
because
forcing me to
the
be
biggest
something I'm
argument you
not.
see whenever I see these games come out where you have character creation, people always bitch about how there's not enough options. There's not enough options. Now they're giving you a plethora of options, and now you're bitching about the options.
Yeah.
So it goes back
It's
to
like, well,
how
I don't
fucking
want to be a
people.
fucking dude with tits, and it's like, dude, just
Then
don't hit
put tits on your
select, then,
dude. It's that
motherfucker.
simple. You
Don't-
know, but
don't-
people, they're ridiculous. They're ridiculous. They want more. So then when they finally get more, oh no, that's too much. No. You gave me too much. Take my options away. I regret everything. No, shut
People
up.
don't know what they want, and they will never know what they want. You just gotta let them criticize. We live in a world today where we're so focused on criticism, and it's stupid.
To all the writers and creators out there making games, keep writing the games and creating the games in the way you envision them, the way you want, because you're never going to please everybody. You're going to have a whole bunch of idiots out here saying they want this, and they're going to give it to them, and then they're going to be mad at you for doing it. So just do what you want.
Just do what you want.
Okay?
And I guarantee
Basically.
Cyberpunk is kind of like that breakout thing where it's like, you know what, everybody who wants to fucking bitch and moan, we're going to give you literally everything you need. And if you and it's single player, you know, there's no multiplayer, so it's not like you're going to be running into people who are transgender that are humans. You know, it's going to be NPCs and things like that. But shit is
There will
totally
be multiplayer.
avoidable. And look, they played 5 hours of this game and still haven't ran into Keanu Reeves yet, his character. And they said that even the developers said, even on CityWire, that they could have seen him at some point within that 5-hour gameplay. So that is amazing to me. The choices that were made within the gameplay and all these different things, you know, so it's like, listen, play it. Enjoy the fuck out of this shit, because we're rarely going to get games like this. Even if it's something maybe not your forte as far as like first person view, you might get it, you might enjoy it for what it does. Not necessarily the view, but the story may hook you. The gunplay may be super brutal. You know, just being able to like sit there and design shit, you know, might be your thing. It offers a lot, which a lot of games don't. And a lot of those things coincide with each other, which is very rare. Because usually shit is all thrown in, you know, the kitchen sink and everything in a game, but the shit don't work well together. But I think the general consensus is everything has a purpose, and that is special. Let's see.
I'm still looking forward to playing Cyberpunk when it comes out. I am still worried that they might be overhyping it, and so that worries me. So with all the hype and expectations that they're giving us, they have to bring it.
They have to bring it, but you know what?
But and I'm also worried because they were showing off more of the Badland aspect, and that scares the shit out of me, because I'm worried that the game is going to fall into the same generic of, you know, like Rage and like Mad Max and stuff like that, and it's going to not kind of stand apart as its own thing. It's going to blend in with all the other, you know, Fallout-y, you know, apocalyptic, you know, Badlands style games, and I just don't want that. I really don't. So I'm hopeful that they can still make it unique in their own, and I'm not going to be playing it and be like, well, I can't tell if I'm playing Cyberpunk or Rage 2 or, you know, I'm worried. I'm worried about that aspect, because there's too many games already that have wastelands and badlands and shit, and I just don't want it to be like all the other ones.
Now, there was one person, I'm trying to remember their name, it's like Bella something. She was on YouTube and she got 5 hours as the Nomad. Now the Nomad, of course, starts out in the Badlands, and which is what you're referencing, Terry. And she said that during her playthrough, it started with her in the Badlands. She said the next maybe 20 minutes or so, she was already into the city and smuggling between the Badlands and the city, which sounds interesting because that means it's not necessarily Mad Max, as more as a drug trafficker kind of situation.
For me, I mean, I'm sure everybody's got a different idea of what they want this game to be, but for me personally, I really want it to have more focus in gameplay taking place within the city.
I think so.
The Badlands.
I think so.
That's what
the city
I want.
has the most
I'm
life.
worried. I am worried that they might use the Badlands as a place where they can have their open world and all their filler shit.
Up, Lobo?
And I just, you know what I mean? And I don't want that. I don't want that. I want to kind of stay in the city because that's, you know, when I'm thinking like Cyberpunk and stuff, I kind of want to be hanging around the city and immersing myself in that. I don't want to be out in the goddamn.
To be in the sticks, motherfucking chasing dust.
I can go play Mad Max and play in the dirt all day if I want. I don't want that for Cyberpunk. You know, I kind of want to get away from that because I have plenty of games that already have that.
You might want to be a street kid then. You might want to pick a street kid when you start. Don't pick
I might
Nomad.
have to, but I'm just saying. There's so many games that we've already played that we're out in a fucking wasteland, you know, environment. So I kind of don't. I'm looking forward to having a game where it's not that for a change, you know. So I'm just worried that they're going to be like, okay, we have to make this super open world and we're going to have to fill it with a lot of shit. So let's just throw it all in this Badland area because it's open and you know, there's nothing out there. So they can just drive for forever and find maybe a couple, you know, things here and there. And we succeeded. No, please don't do that. Okay,
I know with the CityWire, when the devs were being interviewed by the host, she asked how big was the city, and they said that was the biggest part of the game. Like, it was the biggest map, which was the city.
Good. I'm hoping the Badlands are more of like an, you know, just like a little
It's probably like a little outskirts with an invisible wall.
You know, like so. you go there a little bit because they have the one, you know, like the nomads or whatever, and that's their purpose. But I just don't want that to be like a huge gameplay area. You know what I mean? I don't want to be out there. I go play Borderlands or fucking Rage 2 or something like that if I want to be hanging around a goddamn desert. I don't want to be doing that in Cyberpunk that much.
Oh, that's
really
right.
Don't.
I think what would be
come out with a sequel to your game, Terry, Rage 2.
I think that what would be good is if they gave you the entire city and then there was just like a circle around the city and that was kind of the Badlands kind of outskirts perimeter of it.
But then that takes away from the whole open world and having such an extensive world. You know, you can't just have like a small part of this and a small part of that. It has to balance out in a sense.
Yeah.
But
Depends on how
I just don't want it to flood in with and blend in with all the other games we've already had. With well enough hype that they're making about this being this great new thing, if it's like all the other ones, then it's not really that great anymore.
Well, I think that they're building hype because they've had to delay it. They've had issues. It's been in development for so long. They've put so much time and effort into it. I think they're going to overhype it, and they're going to overhype it hard in hopes that it does well. And realistically, we won't know until we get there.
Chris,
you know, that's the shitty part.
Chris, I don't
know. I trust CDPR, so
I love CD Projekt Red though. That's the thing. CD Projekt Red has done right by the gamer. Like, they've always took their stance against like shitty industry policies, like having microtransactions in games and milking the shit out of dumb shit. You know, so they've been real vocal. Like, it's not like their PR person comes out and says, "We apologize for charging you." Like, it's never that. It's always literally the devs who are literally talking to the media saying, "No, we have control of this product. We're all a family here, and we all have our same stance on whenever we do something, it's going to be of super quality, and it's going to be something for the consumer." They're super consumer friendly. So I feel like they haven't busted my faith yet. And I'm all in. I'm like, they, you know, and they're just all of their policies, I'm just in huge support of. So absolutely. Cyberpunk.
I still want to play it. I still have hype for the game. There are just a few things here and there that kind of got me worried. But for the most part, I definitely still want to play it.
So it's day one?
Another thing that I'm interested. yeah, it's still day one for me. But another thing when you're out in the Badland part and you're actually in your car doing shit, because I don't know how much you can do in the city in the car. We'll have to wait and see how in depth they put that.
What should be like Batman Arkham?
No.
I hate the third Batman
hoping-
because of that shit.
From the feeling that I'm getting from what they showed, it looks like they're gonna have, when it comes to like the combat when you're with the car, it feels a lot more like it's gonna be similar to Far Cry, where you're just sitting in your car and you're shooting from your car versus like having your car have guns on it or whatever.
Right. That's what it looks like. It looks more like drive-by style instead of like Batman.
It'll be more Far Cry style, so which would be good because I had a lot of fun with that. I really love Far Cry, so that's something that kind of interests me that they would take
Chris
that.
Chris said multiple cities with different laws governing each city.
That would be dope, but I think it's just one city for this first one. For the first,
I mean, that could be like DLC stuff,
and I'll take
it.
Yeah.
Cool.
But but that'll be something that CD Projekt Red would feel like would be like quality for consumer.
They did say that
another city that is just as big as the one that they have out for their game, their main game, which would be mind blowing because that's like getting another game. You know what I'm saying? So and that's how they always ran their shit. Like even with The Witcher, you look at The Witcher and their DLC, that Blood and Wine DLC. It
was huge.
That is astronomical. It added like 100 hours to the fucking game,
but it was so good.
It was so good, and all the NPCs that were added with that update all had their own stories. It all made sense within the timeline. Some didn't, but the stories were so expansive on their own. It was still mind blowing. So that's why I'm really interested that now they have the futuristic sort of aspect where now they're dealing with technology and how far they're like one of the devs on the CityWire, he was showing his notebook because somebody wanted to see what his idea book looked like, and it looked so weird because he had shit scribbled out and it was page after page after page after page of all these written things that they have put in Cyberpunk. It's very interesting, and it leads me to believe that there's some real deep ass fucking ideas within the game itself.
I'm looking forward to seeing, because they have a lot more freedom with creativity with this than they did with The Witcher, because they still had to like maintain some of the canon and stuff. But I mean, with Cyberpunk, it's like a D&D style thing, so it's pretty open ended.
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting to see the amount of creativity that they can unleash on it that they couldn't do on The Witcher.
And thank God that the creator of Cyberpunk, he was super open for them to like do what they felt. Like he was like he just wanted to see how far they could run with it, and he knew that CD Projekt Red would be as detailed as the books were, because that's how they write. You look at every NPC is like. Fuck, it's just, even if it's just a random little quote, you sometimes you won't hear the same shit. Unlike fucking Skyrim, where we know he got shot in the knee with an arrow and he used to be an adventurer, because that's what the fuck he kept talking about. But you go and you in Witcher and you walk past somebody and they're arguing like, who the bloody fuck are you? And it's like, oh shit, they arguing. Oh, and you never know. So I'm just super interested in what's happening. Let's see, chat. What's up, streams? By Q.
I do have a question for
Conspiracy theories.
What if they have cloned Dr. Disrespect? No, fuck. Here, we getting ready to talk about that. Go ahead, Terry.
Oh my gosh, no. But no, my question for you is how much longer do we have to look at YouTube before we can take your life?
I'm getting ready to go to the next story. I'm getting ready to pull it up. So this is what is happening. All right, so let's let me pull this up for chat here, because everybody's been talking about this shit on Twitter, and it's been kind of an insane thing with Dr. Disrespect. But Dr. Disrespect has been perma-banned from fucking Twitch. Like, literally, his ass is toast. He's not coming back to Twitch.
There's a lot of rumors going around about what it could be. It's getting crazy.
It is.
You know what it is? It's too much business in the front and party in the back.
I hate everything about that guy.
Yo,
You know what?
So
I'm hydrated. Fuck you
there
all.
are people.
Fuck y'all.
All right. But it goes as far as some people think that he got hit when Twitch was going through their purging with anybody who was found guilty of
With the
like sexual
DMCA,
abuse
but it's
or-
not it.
and stuff. No, not that. Because Twitch recently went in and was banning streamers that were investigated for sexual abuse and assault and harassment and stuff. So some people are thinking that maybe he got hit with that. Maybe he did something in the past or something that they can't talk about. Some people are thinking it might be something to do with child pornography. I mean, people are all over the place and that he did something really bad. So
I was reading a thing on Twitter saying on his last stream he got like a message on his phone. He went to read it and his like demeanor changed.
Can you
like
send me
totally.
that video, Big Mike? I know it was on Twitter.
I have too, and I've also seen a lot of people like in the comment section saying that he's done that multiple times throughout the years that he's been streaming.
Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, you know.
I'll say, I don't know. Like I said,
people because they know that now he's banned. Now people are reading into it like it was something more than.
I also saw that Twitch is right now refunding everybody that subbed to him.
Yep.
They're all getting their money back right now, and Discord ended their partnership with him. He said.
It says.
So for him, for stuff like that to happen, it's serious, and because
it sounds serious.
It tells me that it's got to be something with that legally he might not be allowed to talk about it right now. There's something going on.
It says
I was reading
Twitch
the Twitch
suggested that DrDisrespect have violated the site's community guidelines or terms of service in an email to The Verge, but would not specifically say what it is. It says, as is our process, we take appropriate action when we have evidence that a streamer has acted in violation of our community guidelines or terms of service. These apply to all streamers, regardless of status or prominence in the community, a Twitch spokesperson said in the email. So this sounds a lot like, is there like sexual harassment?
He did
shit,
something, and they can't talk about it. Whatever it was, there's probably they probably have to deal with it within the legal system first before they're allowed to talk about it. Not DMCA, because damn well if he got canned for that, he would be super fucking vocal over Twitter about it, and he's not saying shit. So something happened where he can't talk about it.
Taz says he's gonna start getting mustache rides in the parking lot now.
He's like, yeah, get you a DrDisrespect ride.
Just hit me with that $6, baby.
$6.99. You can ride the stack.
So when
exactly, there you go. $6.99. You get your mustache ride.
when he makes that decision that he has to move on in his life, he slowly shaves his mustache and cuts his hair.
That mustache ain't real, dude. That mustache ain't real. Neither there.
No, that's a wig. It's a matted up wig that he doesn't take care of, man.
I'll say if you actually go look, he has real pictures of himself. He just has just a regular goatee, man. That's it, and a regular normal person haircut.
Yeah, but he's still that stupid shit that he wears though during his stream is ridiculous.
I think it's funny as shit though. I mean, like I said, sometimes he's obnoxious. And there's days, like you said, Dane,
we talked about DrDisrespect on this show in the past, Mike, and you were always like part of the hate mob about how you hate that guy's dirty, you can't stand, you want him to do it, and you hope he fucking gets kicked off forever. And now,
it's because he's so extreme.
He kicked off Twitch. Now he finally gets kicked off Twitch, and now you're like, man, this guy's funny. I'm gonna miss him.
No, I'm not saying I'm missing him. I did not say I was going to miss him. I said there's days. And they're like Danny said.
Again, Mike.
No, I'm not. I said there's days you look dark.
You can't be like, I hate this guy. I can't stand him. He's fucking terrible. He's the worst.
The only thing I said he was terrible about. The only thing I said he was terrible about is the whole goddamn bathroom scene. That shit should have been
no. You also said that he was scum of the earth because he openly had an affair.
No, that was you. That was you. I never gave a fuck about who he slept with or who he cheated on.
I was upset about the fact that he had an affair and he bragged about it on stream. Like that.
I don't give a fuck he did that or not. Lots of people do it.
Yeah, lots of people do
on
it.
stream.
Right.
You don't go and like, yeah, I cheat on my wife when my wife's right there, and I'm like, yeah, that was funny shit.
Exactly, highball.
She's still with me because I got the money. No, you don't fucking do that shit.
Ha! Cheat on my wife.
Well, like I said, there's days that I mean
Why
he's
did you
funny,
hit us
and
with the Jonah Hill laugh right there?
there's days that I mean he's exhausted.
Oh no! All I know is I remember in the past Mike was like, "I don't like this dude. I don't like this dude," and now he's like, "He's funny. I like him."
At times he's funny. At times. I don't give a fuck. Exactly, Danny. Thank you. I don't give a fuck.
You know, honestly, sometimes he is
Taz
funny, but
says,
he does go there.
Oh yeah, I saw that comment where someone put up like a like a text message about how they asked him how he got why he's banned, and he made a comment. Supposedly made a comment. We don't even know it's real. You know how people.
Yeah, true. We don't know if it's real, but I mean,
it's not even real. About how he banged some chick at TwitchCon or something.
I mean, if anybody would know something, it'd probably be Taz. I'm going to put him on the spot because he's like in the industry as well, and he goes to all these events and cons and things. So he might have heard something through the grapevine as well.
I know, but Taz, that means you spill it then, Taz, man.
If he was having more open affairs, I guess, because his wife clearly would be in the know because he openly bragged about it.
Taz had his Taz had his ear to the bathroom wall.
If he's getting involved with people that may have been underage, then yeah, he's done. Like if they caught that he slept with someone underage, his career is over.
Because
I
can't
other
see
platform
Twitch
is going to pick him up.
banning somebody for getting some pussy, though. Like, I cannot see Twitch doing that. Because it's like, okay,
Chris,
yeah, he may be an asshole to his wife, but that don't mean fire him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's overreach.
And his wife's still with him.
I know. She did a response saying
Look
that
at the money he's bringing in. Of course she's
I mean, do you blame her? She's like, nah, I can't leave this. He's my sugar daddy. I gotta eat.
Look, when you have money, all the rules go out the window. And
exactly.
I mean, out the window, okay?
Chris says the reason why he's getting banned because he showed full frontal nudity and got caught.
No,
can we get links?
You know what I'm saying?
That ain't it.
That ain't it,
We
Chief.
do need links. Links or it didn't
Can we get links?
This
This is something that needs to be discussed, okay?
Because Mini Rose wants to examine this.
Hey, look, all I'm saying, if I gotta deal with the Dando, I want Dr. Disrespect.
There we go with the Dando.
I don't want to see any of that. He just is this skinny, lanky,
Yeah, that's what I was talking about there, Taz.
I don't want to see any of that.
The whole bathroom scene.
Imagine it like that's just gonna look garbage.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to see that.
Y'all look at that little noodle. Y'all look at that little noodle.
You got a hairy
Look at that
ass.
noodle.
It's like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Let me go to Spank Bang. I'm good. Let's see. Twitch doesn't care if he cheats on his wife as long as he makes. See, that's what I was saying. Like Twitch should be the last one to talk about.
Having an affair is not going to break TOS.
Yeah, that's why I
he has
think
to do
that's it.
something else.
Yeah.
He has to do something.
Well, at least it doesn't break Twitch's TOS. It breaks in terms of service for something completely different.
Something's TOS, but I think they're still partnered with Dr.
I think it might be though, like Taz said, the second option where his bathroom thing might be popping back up again. Like, yo.
I don't think so. Because
that
he
just
already
makes Twitch
got
look
banned for that.
hypocritical because what he did in that bathroom because there was a child in there that was
Dr. Penis thinks I'm going to pass.
Basically, what he did in there was on grounds of him becoming, that's like a felony charge, and he got a slap on the wrist for that. So if Twitch is cutting him now for that after they gave him a slap on the wrist, that makes Twitch kind of look.
That's why Twitch didn't do that for that. It had to be something else.
No, I don't think that's it.
Twitch. Go ahead, Austin.
That makes Twitch look bad.
Twitch doesn't exactly have the best reputation for dealing with things the right way.
Because look at the Alinity. Whole titty out. Even though the titty was uneventful, she still didn't get banned.
Shit, look at Amaranth. She showed her whole
I just found something that said that somebody is filing a lawsuit against these female streamers for being basically titty streamers because it's exacerbating a health condition he has or some shit. Like, what? Don't fucking look. Like, problem.
Just hit
I mean, you have to go out of your way to like look for that. Like, I can go on Twitch, and, and not find a titty streamer if I really.
I literally don't watch any of the big streamers. Honestly, I just watch people I know. So like, you can choose what you watch, dude.
Yeah, it's like just flip the fucking switch. Like
they looked at his account and he hasn't followed a single male streamer, and he has like hundreds of female streamers, and they're all titty streamers. So it's like what you're looking for.
Some of us guys need to start becoming titty streamers. Let's see if we can get some stuff really going.
Man, I was thinking about trying it. Not myself, but trying to find.
Yeah.
Get us a buff brand or something.
Dan was gonna pop a whole nipple out.
Mike, we're gonna put you in a bikini.
No,
let's do it.
Not going down. No.
I mean,
he was gonna drop his glasses, bend over, come back up, whole shirt off.
Hell no, to the no. Hell to the no.
Whole shirt off, man.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
How'd you get there?
Hell no.
No.
I mean, shit, like you said, Danny, Linity, she showed her whole titty, and Amaranth, she showed her vajay.
Yeah, Amaranth literally showed that knot, and I just was like, she didn't even get banned. She just was like, oh, okay, here's some biddies. Like, there was nothing that fucking happened to her. Alinity kind of got some flack, though, but she didn't get banned. She just got suspended.
This is a very messed up time for Twitch right now, because all of the allegations that came out against a whole bunch of streamers, which from the way it looked, they were all male streamers, a bunch of women, like the Me Too movement kind of hit, and like all these women came forward for all these male streamers, and now these guys are getting freaking banned or whatever. And I'm like, well, what about some women? I'm sure there were some women guilty of some sexual harassment too.
You know it.
Isn't Pokimane guilty of like she fucking harasses her Sims and shit? So like, I'm sure she's crossed the line too for harassment at some point in her career.
Well,
so how come
that fucking Pornhub page? Remember she was streaming and she showed Pornhub.
The men are getting checked out, but what about the women that do it? Are they going to get the same treatment, or are they going to be like, well, only men can be fucking, So,
on the app store, Pokimane is like on the Twitch like advertisement thing for it, and I thought that was the weirdest choice given like her history and what she normally does and whatever. I thought that was a very odd choice for Twitch, which is like supposed to be an all ages kind of thing.
Pokimane makes so much money, and she
actually. The person I think makes the most,
like DrDisrespect, was DrDisrespect.
I was like DrDisrespect's the leader, which I think is going to hurt Twitch a little bit if he's not going to be streaming on Twitch anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, with the amount of money he has, he could just make his own platform. He really could.
I heard that he's
he could team up with Ninja and Shroud since they lost their platform's gone, and with the money that those guys have, they could start up their own.
They're not doing
true, but I don't see him doing that.
I mean, they would do it, but I'm just saying
business moves.
I'm just saying he could make his own platform, or he could just make his own website and just stream exclusively to his website, so he could still have people coming in and donate money, and he would be like nothing ever happened. And then Twitch would be taking a cut.
At this point, they could buy and restart Mixer.
There you go.
I think I saw on Twitter. Or that someone said that he was done with streaming. One of his people that publicists said that he's done with streaming altogether.
Who? Shroud?
Oh, then he
no. DrDisrespect.
No, DrDisrespect just re-signed with Twitch. Why would he be done?
I know he just re-signed, but if he's getting that permaban, he's not coming back. Twitch already said he's not coming back.
So he would have had to have done something.
Twitch already put it out. She was saying he's not coming back.
He won't be able to go to Facebook or fucking YouTube.
So I'm just saying,
or any of the others.
One of his publicists said that he's totally done with streaming.
And Discord dropped him, which is like odd because that's outside of Twitch. So it's got to be. I think it's either some racist shit or some sexual harassment shit. Maybe some shit is true about him that we don't know. Like maybe he did not. It wasn't like he cheated on his wife. Maybe it was some true sexual assault or something. Or
either
rape
assault or
allegations,
harassment.
something.
Chris said he just posted the link, but he thinks it got deleted. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the link got deleted. Yeah, you got to send it in Discord.
I'm gonna start a conspiracy theory right here and now. I think not about disrespect, but about Twitch. But I think what's happening is anytime a titty streamer does something wrong, they're trading nudes to stay in. That's what it is.
Is that how you get big at this point? Because I mean, if I gotta send another dude a nude, like we gotta eat, man. We gotta eat out here.
We'll just have to wait and see what comes out. Eventually, Twitch will make a statement when they're allowed to, and I'm sure he will make a statement.
I'm sure that's on with Eric.
So
we gotta hear it. We gotta hear official statement because right now this is all hearsay.
I feel like now they're not talking for a reason. And
Alucard said
to be patient.
Alucard said another speculation was Doc was pocketing the charity stream money. Any money he was making in charity he was pocketing it.
Oof, that would be rough.
That'd be rough, man. That'd be rough. Because I know he was doing, but I thought his charities were
taking the kids' money. Exactly, that's oof.
But I thought the charities are really happy with them. So I don't know. Like I said, all of this shit is hearsay. And if you've literally been following Twitter since last night, your whole mental is foul right now because there's so many things and videos that were posted of him tripping, and then he started talking about David Icke, who's like a conspiracy theorist himself, and I'm scared that we might get banned because I mentioned him because they said that's the reason why he got banned was because he was talking about David Icke and his conspiracy theories, and I'm like, God damn, should I really say shit? I don't know. It's exactly now. You know, so
Highball said if he did that. Highball said if he took the kids' money, he could fix legal issues.
For sure, and that would be a good reason to say "fuck you."
Wait,
even though you're a big
donating directly to him to send to a charity? Because usually those things they go through they have like it set up to where the money goes straight to the charity, so there would be no way for him to take it unless they were making donations directly to him on the promise that he was going to donate to charity.
Well, I think he had a donate button on his Twitch page.
Yeah, but usually when you see them do stuff, they usually have like Tiltify or they'll go through Extra Life or whatever, and it goes directly to the charity. There's no middleman. They get the charity gets that money on immediely.
Yep. See, but it depends.
So you can't steal it.
I don't remember how he did it. You know, I do know there was a donate button on his page, but I don't know if that was donate for him or at that time. I have no idea.
More than likely that
donate to his bank account.
Usually when a streamer has a donate button on there, that's for them, and usually not all streamers do this. That's why I watch which ones I donate to for charity stuff. Right. I make sure there's the link that goes to the charity and I donate direct to the charity. Because we've had scandals like this in the past. Back remember when we had the hurricanes and Puerto Rico got hit, and everybody was doing the charity stuff to raise money for Puerto Rico, and then a lot of those small streamers were pocketing that money because they just had people donate to them instead of directly to one of the charities.
That was terrible, and so I hope that's not it, but we don't know. Like I said, we literally don't know. It is a big ass mystery, and since Twitch isn't really saying what, and Twitch really has been real profound when it comes to bans, so they're not the ones to hold their tongue on what the ban is, so whoever got what the ban is. So I think it's something very serious, and they're probably really trying to consult with their fucking lawyers, like, shit, can we say this shit?
We'll have to wait to when they're actually allowed to talk about whatever it is and it comes out, because it's going to be big news, because then all the news things are going to talk about what really happened. So we just got to wait for the facts to come out, because right now everybody's just, rumor mill's going wild.
Speculating.
Right now. So we have to wait and see what really happened, and then go from there. But I don't think it would be the charity thing. I don't think it would be the charity thing, just because, like I said, a lot of those big streamers, they always have like the Tiltify or like the direct charity stuff on there. So I don't think that would have been a thing.
I don't think so. But Miss Kitty, what you're not gonna do is donate them 1,000 biddies so I can send nobody nudes. Because you talking about
that's me that said it. She's defending you.
That's pretty cheap, Big Mike. Big Mike, you better raise that motherfucking price to 100,000.
Simping you out on the low.
Because I don't want to see that 1,000 biddy notification. I gotta send it.
I'm running low on bits, so everybody's got to chip in.
That shit is false. So, yeah, Dr. Disrespect, dog, man. Look, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Just keep yourself clenched. If you gotta go to jail, man, don't drop the soap. If you avoid jail, man, good luck. That's all I can say. Dr. Disrespect.
About that. About that, Dan.
What? 500 biddies.
Read it out loud.
No. For 500,
I got some Doritos Locos Tacos.
We just got 100 biddies. Get your loot dance on there, Danny. We just got 100 biddies.
Hey, titty streamer, pop a nipple out.
Yeah, no, that ain't going down. But Dan Lenity, you call me Dan Lenity.
But he can't. You have to make it look like an accident.
You got to at least take the shirt off there, Dan. You got to take the shirt off.
Shirt off. Drop a pen in the background and bend over and come back up. With no pants on.
There you go.
Everybody just simultaneously threw up the chat.
Don't forget to lick your fingers like you're about to turn a page.
Love, I said Dr. Respect's going to Mexico and he's convicted.
He's gonna start streaming in Spanish.
There you go.
The captions for that wig in Spanish, fake mustache in Spanish.
Oh shit! You said that shit looked like Univision. You said that's what the fuck it looked like.
¿Por qué?
All right. What's the next topic?
All right, what's up, Derek?
Terry's like, I got places to be.
Derry's like, this is getting too spicy right here.
No, now we're not even. Now we're just not even doing anything. We're just going on that. So we gotta get back on topic.
Last of Us 2. Last of Us 2 sold 4 million copies.
There we go.
Within that first.
Oh yes. Where's Mr. Negativity at? Where he at?
That's what I'm saying. Here we go. Where's Austin?
Where's Mr. Negativity at? I remember that back in chat when the old leaks came out. Mr. Negativity, he was like, "Yo, freaking Last of Us Part 2 is going to be DOA because all these leaks, everyone's canceling their pre-orders. No one's going to
play that game." That is not what I said.
Austin, you exposed?
Not you.
No?
You're not.
That is not
You're
what
not
I
Mr.
said.
Selling
You're not
their
Mr. Negativity.
game.
You're not Mr. Negativity.
Damn, she's like, you're not Mr. Negativity.
Yeah,
No, that's not what I said.
Because I'm not talking about you, Austin. You're not Mr. Negativity. Mr. Negativity is Alucard. All right.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
I am here.
Yes, I'm in here. Let's go.
Quiet the entire time, just slides right in.
Yo. Anyways, I didn't want to call out his name. Gotta have.
Damn, she's like, I didn't want to call his name.
I remember he made a comment when we were talking about the leaks and shit happening. He made a comment in the chat about how everybody was canceling their pre-orders and no one's gonna play the game and it was gonna be DOA. He actually said DOA, and I'm like, no, dude. This game is gonna be huge when it comes out, regardless of leaks.
I don't think me and Mike got the memo to cancel our pre-orders.
Oh shit.
He says, I commented on your Twitter.
He did say that because of the leaks, that the game will not do well on release. And this is actually contrary to that because it's actually beat all the fucking shit on
it beat
PlayStation.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Right? It beats Spider-Man.
Yes, it beats Spider-Man.
It beats Spider-Man.
And it's funny because everybody that I know that heard about the leaks all said, we're not clicking the link. We're not reading it. We don't want to see it. We don't want to know what's going on because we don't care. Yep. And that's ultimately what happened. They just didn't care.
They didn't give a fuck about the leaks. They said, you know what? I'm still playing.
Yeah, and I'm sure there were some that stuck to their guns and they canceled their pre-order and they didn't play it. But I'm sure there's a lot of them that went and still fucking played it after they claimed they weren't going to.
And from my understanding, that does not include the digital sales either to this game.
Yeah.
Right. This is all physical. Right. Which is very interesting.
And the digital is going to be way higher.
Mm-hmm.
True. Let me pull this up for chat so they can see the
And Sony's not going to give you no refunds because you didn't like the story on the digital. So, keep crying all you want. All right, it's not happening.
At that point, just sell the whole PS4.
Yep,
I still think it's going to do
fastest selling first-party PS4 exclusive ever, with more than 4 million copies sold through June 21st. This is a milestone that have not been reached without the support from our amazing fans. So, on behalf of everyone at SIE, thank you.
What's up, Shadow?
Shit, what up, Shadow? What up?
I still think, it's just my thing. I think it's going to still do like 10, maybe 15 million.
Now that is a motherfucking milestone.
That's a huge number.
That's huge.
Spider-Man did 14 or 13 million.
It did, right? Overall, right? Like
overall. That's what I'm saying. Overall, I still think it's going to do like 10, maybe 15 million. I think it's going to do well.
I think I can see it. If Spider-Man did that much, I feel like, because Spider-Man had a lot of fucking hype too, but I feel like Last of Us is bigger than Spider-Man, just with like the fandom is just crazier about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I could see that, being a possibility, sure.
This is just amazing, and it shattered all the naysayers, all the ones who fucking cried foul.
Dude, it was funny. I mean, even Neil Druckmann was trolling.
Super moist about it too.
Neil Druckmann was trolling the people with it as well. I thought it was funny as fuck.
But he always fucking doing that bullshit though. That's the thing. But dudes just were not happy, man. They were in the comment section like, I can't even show that shit. Because some of the memes that they put in that comments are, we would definitely be with DrDisrepsect right now. So
Spicy.
So we can't fucking show it. But, this is amazing. What do you think, Rafa, of this? What do you think?
I think it's really good. I think that with everything going on, and just all the hecticness, the craziness behind the leaks and everything else that was going on, I think it was awesome that it is successful and that it is a good game and it's getting the attention it deserves, even with a certain bias behind all the negativity behind it. And I love that. It makes me happy.
Yes. Dudes were super upset about, of course, we talked about this earlier in our discussion about like playing as the main protagonist as a female, or having
exactly
Shadow not be the
don't like her
that people are used to. The incels want giant titties with no ass. Like they when Abby comes up and it's like her body is not the ideal, what they think the standard is for society of a female body. And that was a huge conversation too, because they were just, some dudes were just emasculated by it. And it's like, are you really this fucking hurt, man? It's a video game. Like, I'm not sure how far I want to look into that.
I will say this, I believe when we did the review of it a couple days ago, or last week or whatever, we had the same conversation of they weren't trying to make a happy game.
Right.
And somewhere along those lines, they weren't so focused on traditional things. It's the end of the world. There's not many options. You're limited in what you have. So you're going to cling to whatever love and whatever comfort you can find. And whatever that is, it's okay, because it's not like there's judgment. There's no judgment. It's the end of the world. All right. You've got clickers chasing you. You're just trying to survive, and it really doesn't matter what's going on. At the end of it all that matters is that you're alive and you're happy. And people like to criticize happiness because they don't have it. And that's where they went with this.
Another thing too, I noticed not a lot, but there was a couple that stand out. Me and Big Mike talked about this too last week, was some of the reviewers were mad about the violence. And I'm like, okay, so we go from SJW to the shit is too violent and people shouldn't see it. I'm thinking, what the fuck do you expect in the apocalypse? Like, do you expect people to just say, please excuse me while I bite you in the neck? That's not what the fuck goes down. This is the apocalypse.
They're expecting it to be carried out like Cartoon Network does.
That's not what the fuck. This
sunshine
is
and rainbows.
It's going to be brutal.
Yeah, the planet's about to be destroyed, but you know what? We got flowers. It's good.
We got flowers.
Right. There's no political correctness in the apocalypse because there's no government. There's no acting power. It's just all chaos. It's the Wild West, and there's no law. And there's only certain pockets of people and things that are around that you have to deal with. And they're going to have their own sensibilities. They're not going to conform to like how we are now because we are in a actual society. But when society crumbles, what the fuck do you have? You know, and people are not seeing that as that. They're like, oh God, you know, close-ups on, you know, hits to the neck and people's bodies are getting, yes, it's a fucking, you know, monster apocalypse game where you have to fucking make it. And, you know, there should be no politeness. It should be super direct. It should be violent because us as a human race, we are hella violent. A lot of our stuff is violent. Just even looking at video games in general. A lot of the top games are very violent, like Call of Duty and
Grand
all that
Theft
shit.
Auto.
You know, Grand Theft Auto. Look at Grand Theft Auto is the most selling game ever created. And you can literally get you a hooker, get her in the car, do it, then run the bitch over and take the cash. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man.
And if she wasn't that good, you leave the cash on the ground. Fuck her.
Like, here's a ghost tip. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, like it's just surreal to me how some people are when it comes to these IPs.
Well, you know, society right now has become so sensitive. We've hit some full circle where we're so offended by everything going on around us. And it's like, well, why?
Dude.
Why the fuck does it matter? If you don't like it, just stop playing it.
Tell me,
you paid the money for it. We already the company's already won. You gave them money. There's no like, oh hey, let me get some money back. Yeah, go ahead. Be my guest. Go to GameStop. They'll give you $3.99. Have fun with it.
They can't say that they didn't know either. They knew what they were getting into. They literally showed very graphic violence in some of the gameplay that they showed during the different special events.
Yep. Remember that shit? They showed old girl getting boarded up and shit.
You knew that it was going to be in the game, and you still kept your pre-order, and you still bought it, and you still played it, and now you're complaining about the violence when you knew it was there since fucking the beginning.
The first one was super violent. Like,
the whole time, and I still knew that it was there. Okay, so no.
The first one was super violent.
As I was telling Quiet, I'm sure maybe Mini Romans feels the same way, but I enjoyed taking out the bad guys and putting new breathing holes and shit into the bad guy, and just watching their blood go. You can actually hear the blood go.
Absolutely,
they take their last breath and you hear them gurgling on their own blood. I was like, yes, give me this.
It's so satisfying. God, I really do love running up on just a clicker and just come here.
Exactly, and I know Terry's like, Mike's not going to survive because this is like stealth game. I pretty much stealthed the whole fucking game. I loved it. Just sneaking up on people and just, come here, rip your fucking neck out.
Chris says that the sex scenes in Last of Us 2, some of the same stuff the Disrespect got banned for. Well, listen, remember they did that with Devil May Cry. Remember there was an ass cheek that was shown in the new Devil May Cry, and they put that light, like the little light bloom on the booty to kind of censor it. And then there was huge controversy about that because a lot of people saying that was like, hypocritical on Sony, and I kind of agree with that because the sex scene, and I haven't played the game, but I have fucking seen all the scenes and all the good shit. The sex scene is kind of there. Like, goddamn, this is like some shit you see on Steam. So it was definitely graphic. Only thing was missing was the QTEs on coming. Like, it was like
real quick. Alucard was saying that most places do give you a full refund. The whole GameStop thing was I was just joking around, but yeah, usually they do return your money, but not everybody returns something within 7 days. So it's a give and take there.
That's true. And it depends on where you get it. Because like if you get
that doesn't include digital. So those that got digital, that you're stuck with it.
Yep.
I got digital, and I'm not returning it. I have no intentions.
But the whole thing with the violence against women or whatever, I don't remember that. I mean, there was a little outcry, but I don't remember there being a big outcry for Red Dead. Look at all the violence against women in Red Dead. You can literally tie them up and drag them behind a horse.
Yep.
You could shoot them. You could beat on them. You could do
nobody batted an eyelash.
That's okay. So you could draw and quarter a woman in Red Dead, but you so much as put an arrow in one in Last of Us. You're going too far.
What about Mortal Kombat? Mortal Kombat 11, you can literally cut through the cervix, and they show it to you in an X-ray. Like, I mean, come the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are just picking and choosing bullshit. And
there was some complaints about Red Dead because they didn't like that you could just like walk up and punch a woman in the face.
I saw that where they were talking about. I saw a little bit of that, but it wasn't like this. You know what I'm saying? Where they were saying, and this kind of counteracts the SJW argument about Last of Us, because they tried to say Last of Us was super SJW.
You can just run up and punch hookers and shit, right? So I mean, it's no different.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same shit.
I mean, but how do you make a game unrealistic? You take out those issues that were present during that time out of the game. It makes it unrealistic. I mean, when you make something like that, you want to make it as close to authentic or as close to whatever the idea that you had to begin with. But in Red Dead Redemption, it was back during the Western times. There were no laws. Nobody was governed. There was no society dictates this or that. It was men doing what men want to do, and you know, women just kind of suffered whatever consequences.
You know?
Like I said, after playing this game and beating it, this game is dark. It's darker than the first one.
Oh, it's a lot darker, but it wasn't meant to be a happy game. It was meant to be the type of game that when you're done, you're probably sitting in the corner crying for a little while, and you want somebody to hold you.
Game. So I mean, if they played the first one, I mean, the game, it's not a happy game. Okay, like
it's not
hard. All right, and they live with nothing but disappointment and hardship. So it's. To go in thinking the sequel is all of a sudden going to be different and things are going to, end on a happy note. It's like, no. I mean, that's another problem that we have with Hollywood is everything always has to end on a happy note.
Right.
And we don't do tragedies or anything really anymore. Remember when people actually wrote tragedies?
Yes.
Everything has to have a goddamn love story and a happy ending these days.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
The reviewer for DualShockers actually touched on that on his review. And said, not everything has to have a happy ending. Like, hey, the good guy won, or the bad guy, succeeded. It don't.
No. What it needs to have is more stories like that, because it is shocking. Everything doesn't have to end on everybody made it. It can be end on fuck. Nobody survived this shit, or it's still hard out there. It doesn't have to end with a super.
That's not true, there, Lobo. That's not true, Lobo.
He's just trying to get people.
I know.
Ignore it.
I mean, shit. My buddy Highball, Danny's friend as well. He cried. Quiet cried. I don't know about you. Did you cry there at all? Did shed a tear there, Mini Roman Reigns?
I have shed a couple tears throughout the game. I'm sorry. I was reading what Alucard said. Of course, they're not going to cross that line. They're not going to come close to raping. Serial killer, torture, like
Red Dead had rape.
Yeah, Red Dead.
Did it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
There's a spot where you can go into a cabin and this guy captures you.
No, don't give me that shit there, Highball.
You get captured by.
I would say certain lines are very difficult to cross, but certain lines are crossed. It's not something that you want to do all the time, and it's definitely not something you want to normalize in a video game, but certain lines can be crossed. Going back to Last of Us, yes, I have cried because I knew going into this I was going to cry. I'm a very emotional person, so I knew I was going to cry, and I love it. It makes me feel really good that the story affects me so much. Mm-hmm. I'm over here blanking on words and shit, but no, it makes you feel good. Like it, when you play that, when you're playing The Last of Us and you're going through it, like just being able to connect like that and have an emotional attachment to the game is what makes it a good game.
True. Not a lot of media does that. Certain movies you'll have you teared up. It just depends on the emotion that they bring out. And I know Highball, he didn't really cry, but this dude hit me up immediately. He was like, man.
Taz said Red Dead also had incest.
And child abuse. Remember there was the one where the guy had the kid locked up in his basement and he was beating on him and shit?
Yep.
So yeah, Red Dead covered a lot of sense.
But not, it wasn't indirectly like you could play it, like you could be the abuser. I mean, that was the one thing, but it was there though, for sure.
Witcher had child abuse, yeah.
Yeah, Witcher had child abuse, yeah, but you know.
No, Wolfenstein had Wolfenstein you did, 'cause remember
you had the abuse. Play it.
You had the abusive father. You were a child. You had an abusive father, and that father made you shoot your dog.
That's absolutely
you played that.
horrible.
You fucking played that. So I disagree that games don't do that shit because they fucking do. You played the child abused child.
You know, Highball. We talked about that with them making you shoot your dog in that game, and that was because I'm a dog. I have dogs, and it just
I tried when I had to do that in fucking Wolfenstein. Dude, I stepped away after I did that.
You know, I couldn't. You know, like it took me so long to get through that scene because I just couldn't. I'm like, how fucking dare you? And I ain't gonna lie, my eyes were glassy a little bit. I didn't really tear up, but my eyes were glassy because I could not fucking believe it. You know that this was such in your face like that. But that's what stories are supposed to do. A good story is supposed to bring the emotion out of you. So, you know, and that's why this game sold so fucking well, because even if there were things that drove you mad, if there were things that made you fucking cry, if there were things that just straight out triggered you and you had to fucking walk away, guess what? That was an emotion that you probably haven't felt in a while. This game was that upfront about it that, you know, it drove you to that point, and that's just good. That's just some good storytelling. Now, granted, a lot of people did say that there were some things that fell off about Last of Us 2 when it comes to story, but you know there are pinnacle moments in the game that will fucking destroy you. So I know this, and people reached out. Big Mike and Highball had to hit me up because they needed a hug.
It's like Quiet said. I had a tough time doing that scene, like you said in Wolfenstein, killing the dog. But it gets pretty gruesome in Last of Us because you got to kill a lot of fucking dogs,
kill a lot of motherfucking shit. So it's like, shit,
dude. Right? I mean, the first time when the dog, jumped on my neck in Last of Us 2, and I was like, dude, do I kill it or do I just, die? I was like, fuck. I whipped out my fucking axe and went, woof, cut his fucking head off.
Realistically, at the end of the day, if you had a dog run up on you in real life, you gonna kill that dog before it kills you.
You're not gonna think about who's the owner and shit. You're gonna think
exactly survival of the fittest.
It's trying to kill me, and it's an animal, so it definitely doesn't have like that much reason. It's not gonna say, "Oh shit, this is Dan, my fault, dude," and it's going to try to fucking kill you. So,
Look, the dog doesn't have thumbs. I'm going to assert dominance. I'm winning.
Last of Us 2 sold 4 million, so what a milestone. Shouts out to the devs, for putting something like that out and taking a chance, even though it may be super polarizing. But, I love when devs take a chance because that means that they're doing shit outside of the norm. Yes.
Show that link that I sent to you.
Oh, God.
It's from Neil Druckmann.
Is it safe?
It's safe.
Show it.
Is it safe?
Right. Is it fucking safe? This one.
He's going to show the link, and then when we come back, he's going to have the nipple out.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like
that was the...
okay. So, here, let me pull this up for chat so they can see it.
That was just him trolling, and I thought it was funny when everybody commented on it as well.
We love and respect our fans immensely, but just in case it needs to be said, love plus respect
equals pander. Because everybody said that he was fucking pandering.
Does not equal pander. Yeah. That is absolutely hilarious. And then he's using the fucking alley. He probably designed this one specifically for this.
He designed that own gift just for him. He's like,
I know, that's some fucking bullshit. I don't even want to go to the fucking comments though, because you already.
I remember also when Cory Barlog, the creator and dev for God of War, the newest one, and he did that same thing. He did like when Kratos lost his mind, like
I know, I know, motherfuckers design their own gifs and shit, fucking assholes. That's why he's called Neil Cuckman. That's why he's been called Neil Cuckman because he goes there. But shouts out to the devs. They did their dirty deed and they put that shit out there. All right, let's see. Next up, we got Animal Crossing. So those of us who've been playing Animal Crossing, We got some new shit coming out for the summer update. Let me pull this up.
Super hyped.
Super hyped. There is some interesting things there that I do want to discuss, and some things that, and I know Terry probably will appreciate a lot of this because there's some like quality of life and maybe like just some life shit in general in this update.
I don't know. I haven't booted up the game and.
You probably got roaches, honestly. When you don't boot your shit up,
hey, you gotta put the game up, girl. I want to come to your house. I want to come to your house and have a swim party.
Let's check
I
out.
haven't played the game in like a month.
Oh shit!
I bet you got weeds and everything.
I've lost interest in it. I've kind of done everything. I've done everything I want to do. There's nothing left. The little events they've added have been super lackluster, and I mean, all that's left is just collecting shit, and I'm like, I don't really need to get all the bugs.
Have a swim party. Don't you want to see me in my bikini?
Well, let's check it out, Terry.
Entire year. I'm not going to spend an entire booting up the game just
as long as it's a yellow polka dot bikini.
Right.
I'm kind of. I did what I wanted to do. I had my fun with it for a bit while it was able to distract me, but now I'm kind of like, meh. There's nothing left for me to do. I'm over it.
Well, let's check out the update and let's see what it does. Maybe it does something for you. Maybe the tingle will come back. Here we go.
Tingle. She's gonna get.
You should get that checked out by a doctor.
Boom! In the water. Let's go. You know, like that right there, like made me horny and shit. You know.
This is the first time, and this is actually the first time you
stoked over there
in the game.
I'll tell you something, man. I need a square. I need a cigarette and everything. So there's new life at the bottom of the water there that you can pick and give to the museum. New encounters.
So it's just more collecting. I'm good.
And then you get Pascal. There's new NPCs.
Exactly. It's an otter. I was like, oh, it's an otter.
It's an otter with a porn stash.
Why does he have a penis cap on?
Does he have a penis hat on?
I made a mermaid dresser. Look, Terry's like, yawn, but I love it.
I think it's awesome.
I think it looks dope.
I want that hat.
I want that hat too.
That's a dope hat.
Does it have a matching shirt?
Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna need that hat.
I'm definitely going to Danny's village for a swim party.
No, I don't want you to come, dog.
I expect whenever I boot up the game it to be a ghost town. Everyone moved out.
Nah.
So just
everybody moved down. All the roaches moved in. They're having block parties with the essays.
She said they put Ron Jeremy in the game.
You know, Ron Jeremy is probably with DrDisrepsect right now.
Did you guys get the meme? That little clip right there at the beginning of the video where she first jumps in the water. Someone made a meme where she's like still in midair, getting ready to land in the water, and they put a great white shark jumping out to eat it.
That'd be funny as fuck.
I saw that.
I want to go back to her jumping in the water. Just
bam! Right before she moves in, it's like the shark's right there. That was funny. I thought it was funny.
Does this mean you can escape Nook's purgatory? Nope, because Nook has goddamn ropes around the water, so you can't go as far.
Listen, I think
it's cool, and it would have been nice if they did it sooner. But like I said, I've stopped playing the game. I'm not going to go back because in reality, as cool as it looks, what is it? It's just more collecting. Instead of me sitting there with a fishing pole to get the fish, now I'm diving under the water to get like the starfish and the coral. It's no different. It's the same shit. I'm done.
Cool.
What?
It's still collecting. What's
but
the
it's
difference
cool.
between
That's what it is.
But that's why you play this game.
Think about
it's a collective game.
It's collecting cash. It's collecting items. It's collecting furniture. That's what it is. You know,
I played the game. It was fun. It gave me something to do. But literally, once all my loans were paid off, the game had no purpose anymore because you did everything to pay off your loans, and then once your loans are done, you have nothing left.
Terry,
now you're just doing it for the sake of doing. You're just collecting for the sake of collecting at that point. Now, I need a purpose.
This G says I play Pokemon so I can collect living things and leave with my balls forever.
So now,
all I can think about is like in real life, if you paid off your student loans and you're just like, fuck it, what next? Nothing? Whatever, I give up.
Well, like I said, my thing is this update's huge because this is the first time they ever in any of the Animal Crossing games they introduced you can swim.
Right. Yeah, but you're just going in there to pick shit up that they normally would have just had you get.
I'm going to be swimming. I'm gonna go swimming.
I'm going swimming. I'm diving and I'm diving.
They're just putting a little bit more.
Me and Dan, look, I already made plans. Me and Dan and Lala and maybe Lokita, whoever else, we're gonna have a fucking swim party.
I don't know if I want Big Mike.
I feel like that's entertaining for like 5 minutes, and then
not for them. 45 minutes into it, they're still gonna be like,
I don't want to buy this game anymore. I'm bored watching this.
I mean, shit. I ain't gonna lie. I got 400 hours in the already.
Oh God.
I probably got about.
He's like, oh God.
I got better things to do.
And shit.
I can't.
And to be honest,
the game is fun and addictive. But like I said, once I got the main part done, I got bored.
But that's only like 50%
and to be honest
of it.
And to be honest,
like that's only 50% of what Animal Crossing is. You know,
right?
It's like
And to be honest, I ain't gonna lie. My sister, I got her hooked now. She just went and bought Animal Crossing.
Like literally, one of the biggest things that they get you hyped for is you got to get your island up so you can have the dog, freaking PK or TK or whatever fucking K is, fucking come out.
TK.
The fucking dog.
KK Slider.
You're like, yo, you're gonna have him come out. He's like the biggest celebrity ever. Oh my God, he's gonna, complain our island's gonna be amazing.
That shit was funny.
That shit was
fucking
funny.
Shows up, and it's the most boring ass fucking concert I've ever seen. I'm like, you're telling me I dedicated, a huge part of my gaming life to this game to have this amazing blowout concert that, looked like some kindergartners threw it in their garage?
Every day we did that stream with Terry. She wanted to do the KK concert.
She was so fucking ugly.
She's a concert run by kindergartners, and they're all talking like the adults in fucking Charlie Brown. That's what you have to look forward to.
I'm already picking songs for KK Slider. She's already throwing axes at him like, you goddamn piece of motherfucking dog. You gotta die. You're gonna die, dog.
I would kill the fucking dog because his music was shit. I'm sorry. They made me put all this time in so he could show up and not do anything worth seeing. He was a disappointment.
He was disappointed.
He was like, the shit's fun though. You got a lot of the shit was fun because we also, besides that, we also played hide and go seek, and you fucking Austin, couldn't. We went into hiding. Where Dan couldn't find them.
We made up our own shit to have fun in the game because the game by itself got boring.
No, I wasn't bored.
I wasn't bored at all. Yeah,
I wasn't bored. Why do you think I wanted to do hide and seek? And I came up with the idea of doing musical chairs and all this other shit because the game itself had nothing left to do.
Gary said we're not about to. You need to put some respect on KK's name, Terry. Yeah.
That dog.
Animal Crossing is a full-time job.
Exactly. That's what it is.
If he shows back up in my town again on my island, he's getting the bar stool to the back of the head.
Actually, no. He'll be there Saturday if you want to boot it up. He'll be there today if you want to boot it up there, Terry, you and I.
No, I'm done with it.
I'm done with it.
Damn, Terry.
It's that motherfucker. Where's my bar stool?
I know. She just gonna hit this motherfucker with a bar stool. God damn.
How many times is Gulliver fucking that goddamn fucking seagull gonna come in drunk off his ass, passed out on my beach, be like, yo man, I broke my
Gulliver goes
communicator
to
again,
AA
dude.
meeting. Motherfucker does not take
I need
care
to
of
call a cab, but my phone's broke. Can you fix it?
Have you at least got the golden axe yet there, Terry?
No, because there's no point.
It is.
See, you ain't done yet. You gotta get the golden axe. You gotta catch all.
I have one. I've never used it because there's fucking no point.
Terry is.
I think I gave you the golden axe. That's why.
Yeah, so then why are you asking me if I got one when you fucking gave me one?
Well, I'm saying, have you earned it?
No, why would I waste time earning one when you literally gave me a free handout?
Just say, you go do it. You gotta go earn the goddamn axe. You gotta go jump 100 trees. No, you got,
fuck you, Miss Kitty. It is not a job.
you gotta break your axe.
Put 400 hours into it.
Hey, I spent 4 hours. I spent 4 hours of my life to get you a golden axe.
Yeah, you also wasted a huge part of your life getting a platinum on IMAO. That doesn't mean you accomplished anything. Congrats.
Derek said, "Well, sounds like somebody drank Haterade smoothie this morning." He said Terry had a Haterade smoothie.
The hate is strong with this one.
This is G said, "What's an IMA?" She meant
I am Mayo.
Yes.
I am Mayo. He
There's
played a game where all he did was push a button to open up a jar lid.
That was dumb.
What the fuck?
That's literally.
Wait,
so why,
wait.
That's a fucking game?
Yeah, that was a
about
game.
chopping
Yeah.
trees
You have
down
a
just to
platinum
get a
in
gold
that?
axe.
He does.
yes, I do. When everybody
Why am
race.
I going to spend 4 hours chopping trees to get a gold axe that you already gave me? All right, that you already gave me. All right, and then you're saying and telling me I'm going to feel accomplished when it's no, I'm not going to feel accomplished. You know, chopping trees for something I already got.
No, you don't earn the golden axe by chopping trees. You gotta break the axe, a regular
I know,
axe.
but you have to chop the trees to break the axe. It all
Yeah,
goes
but-
together, Mike.
Yes, I know. But you gotta break the axe 100 times to get the golden axe.
Yeah, so why do I need to go through that? I already have the golden axe.
Do you have the golden rod? Do you have the golden fishing rod?
No, and then nobody does unless you're fucking cheating the game and skipping through time because you got to get all the goddamn fish to get that.
See, so you're not done with the game yet.
I am done with the game. I don't need to get all the goddamn fish in the goddamn game. I don't need nothing for
And let
it.
me guess, to get the golden fishing rod, you probably have to go fishing, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And
I
to
did
get the
enough
golden
fishing.
axe, you got to chop down trees. I just feel like there's a real consistent pattern here,
Well,
and it's making me worry a little bit. Okay.
to get the golden fishing rod, you have to catch all the fish in the ocean
In
and
the
turn
ocean,
them into the museum.
you have to have all of the fish types.
Yeah.
Well, the
and
mayo jar comes in is that you have to open the mayo jar 100 times
No,
to
the
get
mayo
the
jar's not
golden
even
mayo
part of this.
jar.
It's a separate game.
Dude, that took me 2 hours.
Separate game. There's a game just called I Am Mayo.
Big Mike,
I
I
am
cannot believe you sat there for 2 hours and hit that button, dude. I cannot
did.
believe you
I
fucking did that.
did. You want me to go
You
get it?
get-
I'll
You
I'll
get
take
a
a screenshot of the
platinum.
bottom and
You
show
get a
you.
platinum trophy once the jar is open, and you have to do like over 2,000 button presses
It's
consistently.
2,000 bucks.
You can't
It's like
stop.
2,000,
You have-
3,000.
Well, the mayo jar,
You got-
Terry is saying
You
this
have
shit
to
is
push the
just
button
like
like
it, and it's
2,000
not.
times without stopping to get the platinum. Boom! There you go.
I-
There's your gratification. You can brag about
I
that
need
platinum
you.
trophy.
I need you to put that in your Tinder bio. Yeah, I got a platinum and I am mayo.
I will just for you. I got a platinum fry, man.
Hey, baby. I don't know what you know, but I got a platinum and open mayonnaise.
I'll bring all the sauce, baby.
Oh God.
When you see the gamers bragging about how many platinum trophies they have, and then you look at their list like mine,
Oh God,
and
no!
it's because they did cheap ass games like IMAO to get easy trophies. Yeah. 100 platinums. Congrats. But,
Derek says I feel pretty confident Terry will not be a farmer.
I was actually I grew up as a farmer. I grew up.
What's the deal?
I lived in a goddamn
That's why she's tired of Animal Crossing. She's like, I'm done with this
I
shit.
fucking lived it.
That's right. That's right.
Alright?
I seen early pictures of her there, Derek. I heard,
You know
farmer coveralls and everything.
You know when kids get excited for summer vacation? Guess what? Fuck summer vacation. You know what that meant? That meant my ass was out in the goddamn hayfield getting a goddamn sunburn. Fuck summer vacation. All right.
And Terry be
Like I said,
was a
guys,
damn
I saw.
farmer.
Like I said, guys, I saw early pictures of Terry in her farmer coveralls and a straw in her mouth. Like,
Oh, you was out here like some Mark Twain books and shit?
exactly.
You Huckleberry?
We don't dress like that.
Huckleberry Finn and
She
shit?
did. I'm a Huckleberry Terry.
Huckleberry
Finn.
I'm Huckleberry Terry. Look at her blood. She's like, God no.
She She's shucking corn and huckling. And
that's it. I'm gonna change your name today, Huckleberry Terry.
I now dub thee.
But no, fucking, why do I need to play a game where I'm, like I don't need to do like all the farming games. Like I fucking live that shit. I'm good. All right.
All right. Let's see.
You really gotta get into Stardew Valley. You get to grow turnips and
see that's like Rafa's game.
Hey, that shit's lit. I got like over 100 hours in Stardew. Okay, I play that game a lot.
It's a great game for those of you who grew up in the city.
Nope,
I lived that shit in real life. I don't need to do it.
Catch me on the farm. Come see me in the summer with the blueberries. All right.
Catch me on the farm.
I'm out here and it's lit. Every day I get up, ass crack of dawn, throw some water on the plants, and then I go mine some shit. That's my idea of a good fucking day.
Crossing, man. That's what I was doing at Animal Crossing. I wake up like 5 o'clock in the morning, crack of dawn, coffee in my hand, sipping on it and playing some Animal Crossing, and talking to pelicans and everything.
In the woods with that golden axe.
Exactly.
Showing up on your beach.
You're about to fly out to Mars, and all of a sudden you hear. All right. Next up, we have Pokemon Unite. This was announced at like Nintendo's little Pokemon event, and honestly, this drew quite a controversy. Because I guess Nintendo hyped it up to no end, and then the announcement ended up being a fucking MOBA. So let's check out the trailer for the MOBA, and then you guys tell me what you think. Here we go. This trailer was like, I don't know.
Music is depressing. I can't get hard with this music. I'm sorry.
Listen, this music sounds so fucking 80s bullshit.
Imagine if it had some fucking like EDM going right now and dropping the mad beats. The pump kids. Like those kids got those pump.
So they got the MOBA. Team Battle MOBA. And it's cross-platform, so you can play it on your Switch and your phone.
Yes. I'm gonna give it a shot. I think it's interesting.
Presented by the Pokemon Company. It is now in development, so it is not out, but it'll be.
I mean, I didn't play a lot of League of Legends, but I did play Smite. I like Smite.
Smite's not the 3-lane though MOBA. They're in an arena though. It's not like the same kind of MOBA.
I mean, I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, it's definitely an arena battler MOBA for sure.
It's third person, not like your most MOBAs are the 3-lane top down. Smite is different.
Well, I mean, you got something like League of Legends or something. This is what it's more like. Go ahead, Miss Kitty.
No, I was just saying that I don't think Smite is the same. I mean, it's 3-lane, but the playstyle's kind of different.
It is.
I played a little bit of League, but not a lot. But I mean, it's League was all right. But I definitely want to try this.
If you like destroying mice for a living, yeah, play League.
All that fucking click and click.
I'll just mute myself. My bad. Damn. Don't be calling me out like that, bro.
I don't know. MOBAs, I'm not a huge fan of MOBAs.
You're keeping Logitech in business, Mike. We thank you.
Logitech. This is.
So you gonna try this, Danny, or it's a hard pass for you?
Well, I mean, it says free to start. I mean, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna fucking check it out. I mean, why not?
Oh, shit, you check all the phone games out.
I am. I do game on my phone. So, but I mean, that's.
I said you check them all out, even like the porn ones.
But I do have a couple, but that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. I'm saying as far as the MOBA aspect, I don't know. It's like if this ain't coming out for PC too. I don't know how, I don't want to play on my phone with a MOBA.
That's weird that they wouldn't.
You have a Switch, so why are you complaining about it? I don't want to play on my phone. You got a Switch.
Play on my MOBA on my Switch.
PC, they go hand in hand, Like RTS's PC, So like, why is the MOBA not on PC?
Seem like they would, even if they willing to put it on iOS, they should be willing to put it on Steam. Honestly, like, and let me try it out on fucking PC. I don't want to play it on my Switch.
I say it's because they want to try to keep the aspect,
it's
the
gonna be on
Pokemon
Android.
off
You
the
could
PC.
play it on PC. You could use that
Yeah, you use that.
I could use
Make an emulator.
BlueStacks. I could use BlueStacks, but still,
BlueStacks. Yeah, just use
fuck.
BlueStacks and play it through the Android thing.
Yeah.
But that's so stupid that they
That's
did.
not the same though. I can't fucking. I don't know. It's just not the same. It's not the same.
He's getting salty.
I'm not getting salty. I'm just saying that I just want the shit to come out if it's a mobile.
On PC, because PC Master Race, baby.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway.
And if you think about it, what really is the difference between, a touch screen and a mouse?
Ooh.
That
got
ain't
him,
no God moment. Big
stuff
Mike,
like
you
that?
making some shit hype for nothing. You like, oh, got him, and it means nothing.
You got him, Austin.
You didn't. He didn't do nothing. What are you talking about?
Let's see your face. He's already sweating. He's
over
over
there. The mouse is one squeaks when you throw it against the wall.
He's over there with his towel on his forehead, like, God damn it, Austin, we're bringing the big questions.
Nope, that is not true, and that is false information. That's what that is. That's false info. It's false info, and I'm not. Look,
put the towel away, didn't you? Put the towel away, didn't you?
I'm not sweating.
The game will do well. Regardless of it not being on PC, it will do well because it's Pokemon and it's going to be on mobile, so it's going to fucking go like crazy. So
well, maybe right now Pokemon is in a weird state because everyone hates the fact that they made DLC. So it's a weird.
Everybody that I see is like, I can't wait to buy that DLC. So
I'm buying it.
The whole Pokemon and Nintendo community is weird right now with everything going on with Pokemon.
I know.
I don't know.
Especially with the DLC now, the game, the new DLC. There's kind of been a little bit of some praise and some ire. So Pokemon.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm interested in it.
Kind of shitty right now with Pokemon and Nintendo. So
some people are salty.
Yep. So this is coming out soon. There is no release date announced for this, just that it's coming up. You guys, if you want to keep track of that, you can always go to Nintendo.com to keep your updated info on Pokemon Unite. All right, next up, last topic, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It lost its main director. I'm not even going to pronounce his name. I might try. Ashraf Ismail. As he's basically left the studio, and now currently Valhalla has no director. There's no main director to the game. Terry,
does it state why he left?
Yes. He left because he cheated on his wife, and it was weird because it was an infidelity issue. It wasn't like anything that was related to him being like sexual assault or anything. It was just he cheated on his wife. It was kind of like a terrible thing that he did to his wife. So people that were dealing with
because people go on social media and they hear about these things and they put people on blast and they make them look like they're these terrible people, and then the companies are like, well, now we have this image, and everyone's coming at us because we have you employed. So now we have to save face and get rid of you so that way the cancel culture shuts the fuck up.
Well, the person that came forward was the girl that he was cheating on with, or whatever. I think I said it wrong, but whatever. The girl came forward and said, "Look, don't follow this guy. Blah blah blah. He has a wife, and I was the girl that he cheated on with."
Yeah, and
it still doesn't seem like something to quit over.
Yeah, it's like I don't understand why he quit his job. It's like,
okay. Well, supposedly he was in her DMs also. I was like, "Yo, take the tweet down, please."
Ubisoft,
blah blah blah,
is going through and they're investigating like all kinds of different allegations, and he's not the first one now.
Right.
I think they've removed 2 people now from Ubisoft for sexual misconduct or allegations or whatever now. So. Because everybody's up in arms on fucking social media about sexual harassment and stuff, and Twitter's under fire, and Mixer was under fire for it. Now Mixer decided it's just
a lot of people I've seen on Twitter are coming forward.
People are going after people in esports. They're going after people in anything in gaming anywhere in the gaming industry is kind of open right now for everybody coming at you. So they're like, well, now we got to clean up anybody who's accused of anything. It's getting ridiculous.
Because like no one really knew who he was before. It's not like anybody could name him. So I don't understand. He could have just basically hid out until this all blew over, because it always blows over and everybody forgets pretty quickly.
Here's a quote. He says, "I am stepping down from my beloved project to properly deal with personal issues in my life." Ismail announced in a tweet, "The lives of my family and my own are shattered. I am deeply sorry to everyone hurt in this." His announcement comes days after accusations of affairs with younger fans. Oh, so were they underage? It says Ashraf Ismail stepping down from the project to take leave of absence. An Ubisoft representative confirmed to Polygon. It says a leave of absence, so he's not really fired. To Polygon in an email, the development team is committed to delivering a great game in Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
But unless this was like, maybe this is his plan B. It's like, if I get caught on this, I need to quit my job and I need to hide my assets for the divorce.
Alucard said he was forced out. He was one of those things. He was either quit in honor or get fired in disgrace. And Quiet said he was also accused for sexual assault.
It says, "We are deeply concerned." Okay, so it says, "This follows recent outpouring of stories primarily from women who are speaking out about the abuse of misconduct and other prominent figures in the gaming industry. Several other Ubisoft employees have recently been accused of sexual misconduct." So not just him. It says, "We are deeply concerned by these accusations," Ubisoft said to Gamasutra in a response to accusations of recently publicized misconduct and sexual assault from other employees. "We take any allegations of abuse or harassment very seriously, and we are looking closely into the allegations to determine the next steps." He was leading the development of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so it's like, damn, is Assassin's Creed far along? To the point where if he
someone told me that the game was done.
They can get someone else in if they
need
to. I mean, Ubisoft is a huge fucking company. They can pull someone. They have more than one studio. They can pull someone from anywhere if they need to.
And Valhalla just move studios, really good, and I'm really excited about that. So this could.
That's not even an issue for them.
Yeah, I think they do. I think they have tons of people that can step in. I mean, even like the assistant director. He's been literally working so close with him, so he has to have all of the ideas and the information.
He's the new guy in charge, so it's worked out for him.
I had a friend that told me that the game was done, and I don't think it is done. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but
I mean, they kind of whipped that out.
Fucking
if it's done already.
Remember, we tried to get some fucking gameplay, and the motherfuckers they showed a trailer of a trailer. Like they didn't even fucking show gameplay.
It was a CGI trailer.
Yeah. What up, Gungi?
But yeah, like
Gung I Main got a
the whole gaming industry.
Oh, that's family right there. What's up,
family? We love family.
What up, fam?
What's up, Gungi?
The whole gaming industry is on fire. Ubisoft is catching it. Twitch is catching it. It's everywhere. Esports is getting it right now. Even fucking journals places are getting it. There's people coming out against some higher ups in charge of the chief editor of IGN right now. There's even people coming forward about how they were super sexist and they were hard on their female employees and shit. So everybody in the gaming industry is fucking under a goddamn microscope now. It's pretty freaking crazy right now.
How do you say your fucking shit? Is it Gungi Main? Gungi Main? How do you say it, Raph?
It's I say Gungi Man.
Okay, Gungi Man.
Because he hates it when I say that. No, he physically hates it when I say that because I always kind of mess with his name. But it's Gungi Man. But it's Gungi Main.
Gungi Main. Okay, all right. Kind of play off of
Gucci Mane.
Yeah,
Gungi Mane.
That's Gucci. All right. I was gonna make sure because I was calling you Gungi like fungi up in this motherfucker. I don't want to have you fucked up. I want to have you fucked up. Welcome.
If you have to explain to somebody how to pronounce your username, you can't get mad at people for mispronouncing it.
Just
gonna throw that out there.
I figure if you mispronounce Dan's name at this point, I just log off.
Yeah, if you call me Dan instead of just Dan, like you can't say it, I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
We're all gonna start calling you
What's
Daniel.
up, Dane?
Don't call me Dane. Don't call me.
No lie, no lie to me, Roman Reigns, man. Like when I first met him and I actually played some games because he uses his name that Dan Poo for sure. I was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "What's good, Dan Poo?" He's like, "First."
No,
right
he would say Danny Poo. And I'm like,
Danny Poo.
I'm like, where do you see?
I was like, "What's good, Danny Poo?" He's like, "Yo, right now."
Is that
pause.
Mike? Is that your pet name for Danny?
It is.
His name is Dan. He goes by Danny, and
Yes.
his name is Dan Poo on a lot of stuff.
Yes, I just call him Danny Poo. He's like, "Pause. Don't call me Danny Poo."
Don't add the Annie in it. Don't add the Annie in it. That's what makes it different. Yes, that's like a pet name, and that's pure fuck you. You know what I'm saying? No.
He's like, "Pause." Only my wife calls me Danny Poo.
Right, my wife don't even call me that. She calls me you.
Look, everyone calls you Danny Poo now. Danny Poo.
Just calls you like, "Hey, you, what the hell?"
Yeah, she go, "You, what the fuck are
You
you
didn't
doing?"
mow the yard today? What the fuck?
You.
Hey, he's not lying. He's not lying. He's not lying. When he was in trouble the other day, I was on the phone with him. I heard you. He's like, "Oh shit." He's like, "Oh shit, Mike, I gotta go."
I did fuck up.
He muted everything and left real
He's
fast.
like, I did fuck up.
I did fuck up.
That man disappeared into the background.
He did.
That's hashtag married issues, but that's another story. But
Hey, that married life is.
And he came back like 3 minutes ago. "You ready to play some Call of Duty?" He goes, "I had some wifey chores." I was like, "Sure you did."
A honey-do list is what I'll call it.
Honey-do list. Because I had
Honey
a
do this, honey do that. Honey, can you do this? Honey, can you have that done? That's the honey-do list.
It sounds more like it's but you better do this list.
Right.
It's better I ever do this, or I'm running to cylinder.
She gives him a long list. He gives her like one item on his to-do list.
I'm like, baby, can you just not be pissed? That's the only item I have.
Hey baby, I love you.
Right, I love you, babe. Anyway, yeah. So honestly, Valhalla, I think it's gonna be okay. I think it's fine. Like Terry said, Ubisoft it has so many motherfuckers under the helm. I don't think anything's gonna really affect it. It is just interesting that he's the main motherfucker and he's gone. Like he's just
This is Jay wants to know, Miss Kitty, is those bullets inside your case?
Yeah, they are.
Stickers.
Yeah, they are.
They're different sizes. There's like 10 different ones. I also just got these purple bullets that I think I might switch out.
Oh shit.
Gunji May wants to know, hey baby, can I sleep in the bed tonight?
Why do you have so many bullets?
What?
I think
whenever your girl's mad at you, hey baby, I'm in the bed tonight. Bitch, you belong on the couch. Shut the fuck up and leave me alone.
I just sneak in that motherfucker. As soon as I hear, I'm like, oh, this is my chance. And I just roll up in that motherfucker. And I'm like, okay.
You like hold your breath as you're getting into the bed.
It's like a sniper shot. You just hold your breath, and you just get in that motherfucker. Then when you end, you're like, all right, she ain't trip. All right, yeah, she ain't tripping, so I'm gonna take my ass to sleep.
Shit. The worst ones are when you when she actually does let you sleep in the bed, but then you like abruptly get woken up.
Oh,
what the fuck happened? It was because she went, mother, baby, are you okay? Oh my god, did you have a nightmare? Is everything all right?
Right. As soon as you hear that creak in the bed, it's just like,
hell no.
So but yeah,
that's what he does. That's what he does when he's trying to cuddle her. He throws the arms like, oh shit!
I don't even try that. I just curl up.
I don't even try that.
I turn into a caterpie from fucking
Caterpie.
So do you just buy bullets, Miss Kitty, or do you actually have guns for all of those?
I have guns.
For all of them?
Damn.
Not for all of those. Those are rare and special ammo.
Okay.
No, I got an AR, a Glock, and a SIG.
Nice.
Okay. Look, if you have some dragon's breath rounds, let me get one or two. Let me hold one.
You got dragon's breath rounds? Hold on, don't say it on stream.
It.
Don't say it on stream.
No, those are a pain in the butt to find.
But we need to talk.
She has the guns.
You Americans and your gun fetishizing.
Right.
America. We like bacon, beer, and guns with a B.
Can you come to Indy, Miss Kitty, so I can, shop? Because I know you got guns. Let me buy one. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it's times is
Go buy your own. These mine.
They got no laws. They got no laws.
Look, she's lying. She has all those bullets, and then she's gonna be like, "Yeah, you want to see my guns?"
I don't even know if we're allowed to show those on stream.
Probably not. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I haven't because I'm not sure.
Actually, think about it, because there was a guy that actually did it, and yeah, he got banned.
Well, he got banned because his gun misfired.
His gun went off.
Yeah, remember, we covered it because he actually brought the gun out and he was drunk. Drunk as fuck on stream.
The gun was loaded, and he was just shooting at his
He's
desk.
lucky he didn't shoot himself.
Yeah, he's
dude,
a fucking idiot.
He was sitting there, you know, being all cocky, like, nah. He goes, I'm gonna do this to you. And all of a sudden, he was like, boom! It went through his wall. He's like, oh shit!
It went through his monitor.
I fucking can't.
And it's
What we learned.
crazy, too, because when you watched it, like, not even like a minute before he did that, his dog had walked past there.
I know, it was so fucking stupid. He's
Dude,
like, God.
and you can see his like reaction on his face. He's like, "Oh shit, I done fucked up."
Remember, he was crying on YouTube. He was like, I didn't mean to, and you know, Twitch was right. I was an idiot. Yeah. I totally agree with all points.
He was a partner too on Twitch.
He was partner.
Twitch is like, Twitch is like, nah, you got it. You fucked up, dude.
So you fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta take a hike.
You gotta go.
Hey, buddy, go join Mixer. We'll see you again in about 6 months.
Oh shit!
Join Mixer.
I'm gonna say Rob was like,
I don't give a fuck.
I know so many people that jumped ship to Mixer not too long ago, so you know they're kicking themselves.
You know they're kicking it
right in the ass.
Well, all right. That is the end of the show. I want to do.
Hashtag Mixer Lives Matter.
Anybody triggered enough to jump in the final round? I'm not. I kind of got my little shit out.
I'm good.
Nothing really triggered me this week.
Terry, you don't have no rage?
There was something I wanted to go in the final round for, but I can't remember what it was.
Oh shit!
You got too many things to be mad about. I forgot.
Terry's got all the tangerines.
She's like, damn, is it this or is it this? Is it this? Is it this? Dan
said something earlier. What was my topic of the day? I don't know, like, what am I triggered on for the moment?
I don't know. You were triggered on quite a lot of different things. You were at some point. You were just yelling at Mike, and I'm trying to like hide from this because I didn't know like where that was gonna spray to.
Yeah, we had talked about DrDisrespect earlier. You know, honestly, shit, rip.
We already talked about DrDisrespect.
Yep. DrDisrespect already, you know, like I said, dog, I hope it ain't nothing horrible because your hair can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to fucking make it. You got to take that shit off.
$6.99, guys. $6.99. You get a mustache ride.
We didn't really talk about Mixer or anything like that, so I kind of wanted to.
Yeah, we didn't
talk about Mixer. You know, Mixer.
So I'm gonna do a final round.
Well, all good things must come to an end, right?
All right. So, we have Cool Cat Terry in
final round.
There you go.
Okay, I'm not really like pissed off or anything, so it's not gonna be my typical rage final round. But maybe I might get there. I might get myself worked up. I don't know. But pretty much, I just want to go over how, like, because everybody now knows that Mixer, you know, went ahead and they shut down. They decided to just do like a partnership or consolidate or merge or whatever the fuck they want, fancy words they want to use with Facebook Gaming. And a lot of the I just found it interesting because I remember, because right now they're getting lots of love. All the Mixer streamers are getting lots and lots of love and support from the Twitch community, being like, yeah, you know, that sucks. You lost your platform. Come on over. We got you. Just tell us what your new links are. We'll help your communities out, this and that. And it's been fantastic. And I keep remembering in the back of my mind, like before this happened, how toxic people between Twitch and Mixer were, about how Mixer people would always be like, oh, Twitch is toxic. Everybody's so cruel and horrible, and they're all trolls and they're assholes, and Mixer's the place to be because we don't got that. We're like rainbows and sunshine, and we don't have trolls here, you know, and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, yeah, so all these people that you dissed on are now giving you a warm welcome. And it's like, you guys are kind of assholes. You know, I feel bad. I feel bad for the fact that you guys lost your platform, but I don't feel bad for the ones that were toxic on that platform. You know what I mean? And at the same time, and then another thing that kind of got me is as soon as it happened, everybody started going crazy on Twitter about how all the Mixer partners should instantly get partnered on Twitch. And I was like, hold the fucking phone. I was like, no, you fucking don't. All right. I'm okay with Mixer partners getting partnered on Twitch if they meet the same requirements expected from anybody else on Twitch. Because there are some large partners on Mixer that would meet those requirements. If they get it, I'm totally fine with that. They did their dues. I am not okay with those brand new Mixer partners getting partnered on Twitch because fucking their numbers were super lax compared to what we need. Bitch, the stuff I got on my Twitch, I would have been partnered on Mixer for over a year for what I've accomplished on Twitch. All right. And I ain't no fucking partner on Twitch. So I don't want to see none of those people that have below what I got get fucking partner out of pity because they lost their platform. I'm going to be fucking pissed because I'm over here working my ass off and I still haven't gotten it. All right. So that's a big, slap to the face of everybody else who's trying to make partner and they haven't done it. And you're just going to give it to those people. That's no, I'm going to be fucking pissed. All right. And I keep seeing all these fucking posts on Twitter about, yay, this Mixer partner got Twitch partner. This Mixer partner got Twitch partner. I don't know anything about the size of their community, so I haven't commented on a single one of them. Because I don't know. I'm hoping the ones that are getting it are the ones that were larger in size and have earned it and have met the requirements that Twitch asks for within that community. All right? But I swear to God, if I find out any of those mofos got fucking partner and their shit's smaller than me, I'm going to be fucking pissed. All right? No, that shit's not going to fly. Not going to fucking fly. And Mike has the most sour fucking face on right now. I don't understand what's happening with him. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so no. I do welcome everybody from Mixer over. I don't have any hostility from you guys. I wish you guys, all the best. If you were a toxic piece of shit, then I don't give a shit about you. And if you legitimately earn your partnerships, then I'm all for it. That's all I really want to say.
This final round brought to you by Facebook Gaming.
Yes.
And that was Terry.
Final round.
I agree. I do agree. There was, and I know Lokita has sent me a link about somebody who was like super fresh in Mixer, and they did get partner. They had some people, some followers on Mixer, but I don't know if they met the full requirements on Twitch.
Can you take the camera zoom off of me now, please?
Oh shit! I did have you zoomed in. Now I got Miss Kitty zoomed in. All right. It is interesting. It is interesting that some of those are instantly coming over. But I mean, if they got 40,000 people following them on Mixer, if they do stream on Twitch, it'll be like an instant thing. Like they'll instantly hit all those fucking numbers that's needed for partner. Like literally, as soon as they stream, if all those people jump in the chat and they have over 500,000-600,000, 3,000 people in chat at one time, yeah, you're definitely gonna hit partner that day because you're gonna have all those streamers, all those people in your stream simultaneously, all those chatters and all those things that you have to reach those achievements to become partner. So I can see those for sure. But you're right. Them new ones, them brand new motherfucking Mixer folks, they're just
the brand new Mixer people. The only requirements Mixer had to be partner was you had to stream. You had to have your account for a minimum of 2 months. You have to stream a minimum of 12 days in the month, and you only have to have 2,000 fucking followers. Yep. That's it. I reached that shit over a fucking year ago on Twitch. Now I'm not fucking partnered, okay? If I would have had that and I switched over to Mixer and still had that, I would have been a partner. All right? So no, I don't want those people getting a goddamn, partnership on Twitch because they haven't earned it. They haven't fucking earned it.
That's true. That is like...
The business guidelines between the two platforms were way different. Twitch to get partner is really fucking difficult. They have, compared to what Mixer was. I could argue Twitch could probably bring their standards down a bit. They're a little kind of unreachable for a long time.
True.
They could, tone that shit down. But no, if you're one of the small partners on Mixer, I'm sorry, you have not earned or do you deserve a partnership on Twitch at this time. You do not. I'm just gonna put that out there. You do not. Because like I said, my shit is bigger than what you got, and I haven't earned it yet. So
hers is bigger.
All right.
Hers is definitely bigger.
All right. So I just no. And I know streamers that are way larger, with their community size than I am, and they haven't fucking earned it yet.
Yeah.
So it's a slap to everyone's face, that hasn't earned it yet and has been working on it for years. For someone else to come over, haven't, put their dues in, haven't hit the numbers and the stats that are required of them, and just get it just because Mixer said that they were good enough on their platform. No.
It was kind of sad, though, the way Mixer did it. I mean, they just tweeted it. Like, they didn't even let people know that,
they didn't even give them, like, an announcement, like, yo, this is happening. We're gonna, start going into these changes, prepare you guys. Now we're just gonna drop this bomb. You guys, you got into, like, another couple weeks, you're out.
And
like,
Facebook gaming is so tragic. Like, I tried to watch some streamers on Facebook, and it was just like, there's nothing there. I mean, like, you can't really, there's no biddies or anything. It's just, you can send hearts and then you can, like, put cash. That's it. And, like, there's I don't know. Facebook's gaming is super lackluster. Even if Mixer does join it, it's going to be the same shit. It's going to use Facebook's platform, their video encoding. Facebook's video encoding is probably the most atrocious ever. Remember when we first started doing this show, we tried to do like Facebook. We tried to stream to Facebook. And it was one of the most tragic things that was ever done. Our quality was super low. I think it was forced 720 or forced 480. And
it was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. It was laggy as fuck. It was hella fucking delay. Like, god damn it, there's delay on Twitch, and it wasn't even that fucking bad, like Facebook. So I can't even imagine, and I see why a lot of people from Mixer are like, nope, I'm not doing Facebook. I'd rather do fucking Twitch, because I already know. And plus, Facebook is super fucking political, and Mark Zuckerberg can suck a dick, and it's all that shit. So it's like, do you really want to fucking be under that? Do you really want to put your business under that? So, nope, I can see that. So, yeah, there's Mixer. We talked about it. We got it. Gunji Main says Mixer was doomed from the very start. They promised so much money to bring streamers over, and it cost them easily over $50 million. Doubt they made all of that back. They made a little bit back.
I mean, they gave $40 million just to fucking Ninja.
So. Yeah, Ninja alone gave them a little pop, and Shroud too. Shroud definitely helped out quite a bit with Mixer.
When they announced Mixer closing its doors, and I think we talked about it last week. Facebook offered double the amount of Mixer wanted Ninja to come to Facebook, and Ninja said no.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They offered him way less.
No, Facebook offered him double. There is actually, yes, they did. There's an article. I already read it, and they said they offered him double the amount of Mixer, and Ninja turned it down.
I saw it. They didn't know. They were gonna give him so much based on how per viewer, and when you count the amount of viewers that he had on average, he would have came out with maybe 18 or 20 million, and he was making 40 with Mixer. He was gonna lose over half of his money.
Yeah.
All I know is he said no, and he forced Mixer to pay him out.
They were offering him money based on viewers.
Yeah.
Summit did not go to Mixer.
He's not
Summit
bringing in. He's
Twitch.
not. So he's not going to be bringing in that enough viewers. Like
Ninja got 30 million, I think. Yeah, Ninja got 30 and 10 million.
What was his average viewer count?
I watched him a couple times.
Twitch. It was much lower.
It was definitely lower than Twitch. He was there. I would say 2, maybe 3,000 people. He had. That was it.
Okay, so
on Twitch he was like
so if they offered him $1 million per viewer. So if they were going to give him $1 million per viewer, he was only going to make $3 million. Why in the fuck would he sign that deal?
Right.
No.
Well, because Microsoft paid hella cash out first. See, the difference between Twitch and Mixer was Mixer said, we're going to give you the $30 million right now. All you got to do is come through. And you're going to say no. Hey, I'm telling you right now, If motherfucking Mixer come up to us and say, hey, we want you to do this show on Facebook Live, we give everybody on the cast 30 million, guess what I'm signing us up for? Face motherfucking Book Gaming.
I don't think you can
and
turn
we gonna
that
be
down.
on that bitch.
I said Facebook Gaming's not it.
It's not
Facebook
it.
Gaming's not
But
it.
30 million makes it. And we will be on that motherfucker cussing too. So
I think ain't that where Ronda Rousey's on Facebook Gaming.
And that's why
I watch her time to time. I wouldn't say it's trash. I watch it time to time.
I'll gladly take the money and ride out whatever happens.
Right, I'm gonna do a poll right now. Terry, would you still be on the show if I moved this to Facebook if you were getting that 30 million?
What?
Would you support it? Would you support the move?
What?
If Mixer came up to us and said, I want to pay the platform podcast $30 million to join Facebook Gaming, would you still be part of the show?
I mean, if we weren't losing money, then I guess. But I mean, I don't see why we would do it though, because you get that money up front or whatever, but you're not going to be able to pull in the viewers, so then you're going to be out later.
I'm talking about where we're at right now.
You still get the money.
I'm talking about where we're at right
We're
now.
at right now. So we're making nothing, and we would get 30 million if we go to Facebook. Hell
Yes,
yeah!
that's what I'm talking about.
Because even if we fucking flopped over there, I still got 30 million.
Hell yeah!
I can afford to start up somewhere else.
Right, Miss Kitty, would you still be on the show?
That's not his situation.
I mean, yeah.
She said,
Fucking 30 mil.
You know, Big Mike.
What's up?
Would you still be on the show?
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to give me $10 million, and
No,
my
Mike,
So
you
30
get nothing.
million
You get
apiece.
none of the money.
Oh, 30 million piece? Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm down for it. That's a lot of cheeseburgers.
This motherfucker on food.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, motherfucker. Every time you're in the street, you're like, yo, we's hungry.
Platano.
Exactly. And
This motherfucker
DoorDash.
like, I'm new. Hell yeah, I'm there, motherfucker. I'm there right now.
What's up?
Would you?
Hey, look, all I'm saying, let me hold $5. That's it. That's all I need. I'll pull up. Shit, if you need me to do the pencil drop and I come back up with my pants off, we there. We out here.
Austin, I know you don't ever have cam, but you would still show up, right?
If we all got $30 million, then like
damn well he's gonna buy. Damn well he's gonna buy the best goddamn cam that he can get.
Oh, I'm like this, Austin. You would have to be on cam. I would make you be on.
I was gonna say if we each got $30 million, we would just buy like a studio to record the podcast in. And
we'll just move in together.
I know that's true. It's like we would just have something way better than
I would
this.
fly international every Saturday.
Here's 30 million. All right, you guys do with it what you will. And hey guys, it's a really good idea. Let's just spend 30 million on a studio. Not even use the money for anything else. Hey, buy that $40 camera. But yeah, 30 million. Blow it on the studio. Let's go.
Buy that $40 camera.
$40 camera with a $30 million studio. Would be supported. All right, that is the show for today. I know we want to raid somebody. Who we want to raid? Who we want to raid? Terry, you got somebody?
I have nobody on my.
I can look and see.
Listen, I have nobody on my end.
See, MMO Byte is streaming. I think Throwdown is streaming right now.
I'll see Throwdown.
Yeah, Throwdown was on. Otherwise, I do have people.
Oh yeah, I see Throwdown. Let's hit Throwdown. They're good people.
Rate a Facebook streamer.
I don't even know if that's possible. I have to copy and paste the link into their shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's bullshit. All right, let's do Throwdown. Throwdown.
I got
it. Yeah, they're friends of the show. They're super funny, and let's go check them out. But we appreciate you all. We love you all. We can't do this shit without you. Shouts out to Big Mike. Shouts out to Cool Cat Terry. Shouts out to Miss Kitty. Shouts out to Adi Z Platano. Shouts out to Austin, the No Cam Man.
You bet.
All right, we out.
Shouts out to chat. We out. We love you all. We are out. Wait, is it start right now? There it is.
Jesus, Dan.
It was acting like it wasn't starting this shit. All right.